Oh, I'm out. Jabby, I'm out. Jabby, I'm out.
No,
Did you hit a button? No, I didn't. No, I didn't, and you better spin it all. I want to hear the beat.
Not
He dropped
again.
it. Boom, boom, boom.
He also had another route, by the way. He had target combo into Dragon Lash if he wanted to. Enhanced Dragon Lash.
Yep, he actually just could have did that. Definitely would have worked out.
That's rough. No uppercut. Man. Mark, not like this. You don't have as many. Oh!
Big jump in. Big damage.
You don't have as many chances like that against someone like Javi, but he's proven me wrong immediately. How many fierces, how many haymakers have landed against Javi?
I mean, and he's catching him walking back quite a bit. Catches the legs once again. Then spin the drive bar. Back throw. Uh-oh. Watch for the DI. I've been consistently using that bad boy. I like the early drive rush. Roundhouse Jinrai follow-up. Float to the soul bot. Wake up Tatsu. Mark the shark. Watch for the fin, bro.
Bueno.
Everybody out of the water. He's going to do Wake Up Tatsu. It's just a dolphin. Oh, my God. It was Mark the shark. Gets the throw.
That wasn't any old dolphin. It was Mark the shark. Man, I was about to say staring at the jaws of defeat, but you know, he's the one dishing out the damage instead with the Wake Up Tatsu. Shades of Street Fighter 5. The stagger pressure.
Looking for something. Staggers the offense, goes low, finds a hit, doesn't get the conversion though. Jabby in. Counter hit combo. DI not gonna be enough. Mark the Shark puts himself in burnout, but spins a level 3. Yeah.
I like that. Yes, sir. That's the appropriate response after a drive impact. When you're in burnout, you have a level 3. That is an excellent way to set.
Ok. Falta acá. Que se fixee un poquito. Antes de empezar. Porque ahora estoy en dos lados. En Twitch y en YouTube, ya que finalmente YouTube... Bueno, Twitch ya permitió finalmente el restream con YouTube. Ahí está, perfecto, está todo armadito. Uno aquí y otro acá, viéndolo en los dos lados. Ok, gente, sean bienvenidos hoy a un nuevo CPT, el regreso al online después del hype que fue el CPT offline de Singapur, que lo ganó el señor Gachikun con su Rashid. Hoy llegamos a este top 16 del CPT. Europe S. Europe North&East. Ok, esto fue donde ganó el Zangief contra el Mark the Shark. Pero, quitando eso de lado, vamos con la alineación de hoy de este top 16 de CPT Europe North&East. El primero de todos. A ver un momento que carga aquí. El bracket, que es para mostrarlo. Que si ustedes no pueden ver el bracket en YouTube, se los compartiré por el enlace de Twitch. Así que no se preocupen. Aquí está. Por el lado de Winners tenemos a Phenom versus ShadyImpostor. El primer match de Winners, top 16. Luego tenemos RikeMansBarnet versus Lord Venom. Que Lord Venom es un jugador en realidad de Blaze Blue, que ahora se pasó al Street Fighter 6. Luego tenemos a Juicy Joe contra Veggey. Y eso es garantizado que tendremos Zangief de parte de Veggey en el top 16. Y por último, el último match de Winners es Myrken versus PopiBlueBeast, que PopiBlueBeast ha demostrado grandes resultados Él es jugador sueco, pero él es originario de Argentina. Y que lleva una Kami muy potente y que fue el que le hizo el reset a Mr. Crimson en el Head Stomper, pero que terminó al final perdiendo contra Crimson en el reset. Luego, en el lado de Losers tenemos a Genius versus Infinite, que estos son jugadores nuevos por las dudas. Ixion contra Chino, Ixion usando a ese DJ, antes él usaba Nash y Dan. Chino es jugador nuevo por las dudas. Luego Banja contra KingFunk, que Banja es muy conocido por usar a su gran Blanka, también en Street Fighter V. KingFunk es jugador nuevo. Y por último, Nezumi contra Hercules Hulk, que creo que lo más probable por su nombre debe usar Zangief, lo más probable. Y Nezumi es jugador nuevo. O sea, Nezumi, Hercules Hulk, KingFunk, Chino, Infinite y Genius son jugadores nuevos. Bueno, y de aquí también PopiBlueBeast, Juicy Joe y Lord Venom son jugadores nuevos porque Phenom, Shady, RikeMansBarnet, Veggey, Myrken y Ixion y Banja son jugadores de Street Fighter V, de la anterior entrega. O sea que este top 16 va a estar muy bueno. Así que, sin más que decir, vamos a empezar. Si ustedes me escriben por YouTube, los veré desde el chat de Twitch. Así que no se preocupen. Así que estaré haciendo el resumen de de los primeros 15 minutos, New Neutral con Rob TV y Brian F. Y luego comienza, sí. Esto fue el que le ganó Zangief 3-1 con el DJ. O sea que tenemos dos DJs clasificados para la Capcom Cup. Uno fue Namikaze de Brasil y el otro es Zangief de Sudáfrica. Que Zangief dropeó a la Chun por el DJ, como pueden ver. Y raro que él haya dropeado a la Chun, por los resultados de Moke que ha demostrado con Chun-Li. Raro de que Zangief tuvo que dropear Chun-Li por DJ. Bueno, el DJ tiene mejores cosas que la Chun-Li. Ahí está. Hace calor. El level 2. No, perdió el ritmo. Eso me dolió bastante de que Zangief perdiera el ritmo. Ok, espera un momento, se está trabando. Aquí va bien. Ok. Bueno. Ahí está. Viene el no neutral de Brian F y Rob TV. Ah. Or DTN. Ahí está, el que ganó el Zangief. Y creo que van a mostrar posiblemente el 3-0 que le metió el Cava al Brian D en la Grand Finals, que fue un mirror de Giles. O creo que no. Van a ir directamente al non-neutral. Y van a mostrar lo del Central America East para el top 8. Ah. Así que veamos qué se viene. Lo siento por el ruido que hay. El ruido de afuera. Ok, en 2 minutos empieza el non-neutral de Brian F y Rob TV. Así que veremos qué tan bueno se pondrá esto hoy. Roberto Televisión y Brian F. Posiblemente van a mostrar lo del el offline de Singapur, que lo ganó el Gachikun. Sí.
CPT Singapore, and we had Street Fighter League US kicking off now, so we have tons of Street Fighter action to review, break down, talk about, and enjoy.
Gachikun de Code.
CPT online programming. So of course, we have the Europe North&East region coming up for this CPT event. Before we get into
Y después de eso de París offline.
do our little personality assessment.
Yes,
we have to break down the next batch of characters for what these characters say about you. If you main these characters, this is what people think. Maybe out loud, maybe quietly, but listen, come on. We all do it. You pick a certain character, we have some thoughts about how you might be. So, Rob, where are we going to start with this one?
You know what, man? What your character says about your personality, part 3, we got to start off with a banger. Jury players, come here, let's talk.
Juri players.
I feel like jury players, you know there's certain videos that you watch on the internet.
Feet
sometimes, you know
players.
what I'm saying? And you know there's videos that you watch that, you know, you're not supposed to tell everybody you watching them per se. You're not supposed to leave comments. But there's some weird humans in the world who leave comments. That's jury players, bro. Jury players. Everyone who leaves comments on those videos are jury players. 100%. Tell me I'm lying.
Yeah.
No, they don't leave comments. They hit the share button.
They share the link. Yo,
On
share
Facebook.
share the link. No, Facebook is the worst. With your family, your grandma on there, and you just shared the link.
The evolution of the cult of personality surrounding Juri from her inception in Street Fighter 4 to what she has become in Street Fighter 6. I don't know how we got here. I don't know what happened, but you know what? I'm looking at Capcom a little bit. Y'all are to blame a little bit.
They play into it, bro, because they put these tweets with the feet and everything.
The feet.
She do be kicking. I cannot deny it. I mean, her
Xiaohai usando Yuri, pero la dropeó por el JP.
there's a lot of action involved in the heel in there, you know.
Eso fue en el Evo.
When she look at this dude, she put the dude on the foot and look at him and slam him on the ground and stuff like that. Like that's, come on, man. You got just a kid out here doing feet streams.
Feet stream.
Related social clubs in Street Fighter 6.
El mago contra el Ryusei.
When I see a Juri player and they have like Juri's Foot Club as their club name,
Juri's Foot Club?
There's an extra level of pleasure I take in beating their ass in ring. I'm being
crazy.
honest.
That's crazy. Yeah, Juri players, yeah, I feel like, you know, you got something going on. You also, you need some help. That's what we're trying to tell you. We are interviewing World Warrior TOs. Can we please?
Time for the JP players.
Let's get a hotline or something like that, or something like that for them, Brian. Because there's something wrong.
I don't know if there's any saving them at this point. They just want to, you know, appreciate Juri and Drive Rush. That's it. It's the only two things they know.
Oh, and they just drive
rush.
rush.
Let's talk about the gameplay. Yeah, we're so distracted about everything surrounding the character. The people who are actually taking Juri's, there's also
Qué bueno.
trying to move past that a little bit. And
Yes.
say, hey, look, I'm serious.
Get
I'm
ready.
here to compete, you know, not just the kids of the world. But all the other
Catch.
Juri players, I see you.
Bueno.
But you ain't playing neutral.
Bueno.
I
Oh,
don't
they
know
ain't
what
playing no
you're doing.
nooch. No, if she
Bueno.
gets those buttons, those buttons they don't matter. Drive rush is it. Drive rush.
Por
is
el.
Go
Bueno,
full screen,
Ajax.
Soar up, throw a fireball, and then cross country, across the whole stage, and get into medium, drive rush, medium.
Yes,
That's Juri right there.
you know, now with you talking about a lack of neutral on no neutral, I see what you did there, Brian. We got to talk about this next character, man. Rashid. Now,
Hey.
Rashid players. I know there's about 4 of you out there right now. I gotta ask, man, why? Like, what do you really gain out of using such a character? You play no footsies, you play no neutral whatsoever. Like, you know, as soon as you imagine seeing the first trailer for Rashid and thinking, yeah,
It's honest and
that's who I'm
balanced.
gonna play. Man doing triple jumps and all this insanity. I think Rashid players and Blanka players, Rashid players are Blanka players who went to college.
I see.
That's who Rashid players are.
Well, the
Blanka
higher
players with
education-
a.
Vamos a
That's
que
all that is.
What the other Blanka players, they just went on a, you know, a trip to find themselves.
Oh.
Foraging a little bit for some
Nah.
something edible out in the woods.
The Blanka players got their GED in jail. That's you know what I'm saying. Rashid players, they at least, you know, they went to community college or something like that. Some of them even went to, you know, higher. They even. You know,
I wish
they're
Momochi
even
stayed with
Harvard graduates or
Rashid.
something like that. But you know, some of them doing their thing. They're smarter Blanka players, white collar criminals.
I mean, when you pick Rashid, I feel like you just, you know, it used to be the spinning mixer canceled to the roll, and you said,
Yeah.
I dare you to try to take your turn back. You try to prevent me from doing this, and then when you finally get conditioned, he gets in for infinite turns. Now it's all about the Cyclone. That Cyclone is just stealing turns.
Yes, it's so
It's
dumb.
non-stop. Have you ever actually checked that move? I think the community as a whole has to come together to
Sí.
finally instill the habits of stopping this move, because we are just letting Rashid players get away with murder left, right, and center. And the worst part about it is, on top of that, they just pop that level 2
Bro,
and
this
win.
last
So
day,
we
he's
let them
having
get
a
away
big
with murder,
losing streak.
And then level 2, there's no stopping that.
Yeah,
That's it. That's real.
bro. And can we agree that Rashid was like the main character of Street Fighter 5? Kinda. He was like
up
a
there.
protagonist.
Any
Okay,
point.
Do you know how
He has
trash
the
you
theme
gotta
song
be?
for it.
You got moved. You got pushed to the side quickly, like R&D or something like that. And Capcom was like, nah, this ain't cutting it. And boom, we get Luke. Rashid's supposed to be the guy. Now all of a sudden,
It could be worse, man.
Luke immediately pushed him out
At
the way.
least, people love Rashid, though. He's got a
Rashid is a
lovable
cool character. I actually
personality.
love.
He's had
I do
some
like
dope
Rashid.
themes.
Yeah, he's
At
like.
least
I'm not
he's
gonna lie.
not
Rashido is one of the. Oh, Nakali. That was. Hey,
I'm gonna
Capcom,
push out the
y'all
way.
pulled up from half court. Carlton, you know what I'm saying? Freshman. That was not
Madre
good.
mía,
That
lo que le
right
dice.
there, my boy. So,
Por
but
eso
I
me
think y'all
encanta
think
el Rob
Rashid,
TV.
though, for sure. Shout out to the Rashid players. Now, Brian, what's this next character we want to talk about, man? Come on, who we
Listen, I don't even
giving
know
it
what to say. We're gonna talk about Lily.
Lily.
Eh.
I
Lily.
really don't know what to say.
Okay,
I'm
I
not
do.
joking here.
Lily players, you know.
Don't
your
put Lily in
pillow
that.
away. and try to win some Street Fighter matches. There's not a Lily player on Earth. Probably makes, I know you was playing Lily too. You had a body pillow. You know what I'm saying? That must be what's going on there. I'm not trying to say it's a bad thing to have nothing like that, but I think you only pick that character because she's so cute and all that type of stuff. I've never seen Lily at the top of the tier list. Brian, you try to act like she's better than I think she is, but I ain't never seen her.
Absolutely. What shout outs Hibiki the Beast. He's been winning tournaments left, right, and center over in Japan and with Korean players online.
He has Hibiki in his that he's a god. Like he's a god for even having Dan's surname in his. He's a low tier legend.
I think Lily is definitely better than people make her out to be. For sure. I'm not saying she's.
Pobre hombre que fue masacrado por el Menar 2-0.
For sure, but yeah, Lily players. I got to imagine that. How many of you are begrudgingly holding on to like the essence of T-Hawk? You know what I'm saying?
You're right.
Because T-Hawk, you look at T-Hawk, and he's about 8'13", 7,000 pounds, propelling himself out of the air. The way he comes into the game, just landing, like a commercial airliner into the match, and then Lily's just it's not
it ain't the same. So it ain't.
I gotta wonder how many of them are just like people who used to main T-Hawk thinking about how it used to be, and how many people just want to dodge neutral. Because let's be real, Lily, if she gets
they want to charge up the wind stalk and then just fly across your half screen, B plus, and make you get some command grab versus otherwise. Bro, I'm gonna be honest with you, Brad. What you gonna say, Brian?
I was gonna say that's all she has. So I mean,
that is all she got.
When I really think about it, you must love jab or command grab. Like that's gotta be the only thing that
loving jab is crazy.
like you love the mix up between jab and command grab so much that you had a character that's all she does. That's all she does is get in with a move, and then she goes, I'm gonna jab you or I'm gonna command grab you.
Bro, when you press a button in neutral with that character, you are risking your life. And I'm talking about the Lily player. You can use any of her buttons. You know when I play against her with DJ, how many times I whip punish her with stand heavy kick, brother? Like it's no problem. I don't understand. So clearly you guys don't really give a damn about winning. Some of y'all still be doing it though. I respect it, and she's a super cute character, and I'm a support black. She black, right? Yeah, for sure. I'm a support.
I'll let you decide this.
Yo, hey, yo, y'all help us. Lily black, right? Anyway, to our last character of the day. We alluded to him a little bit earlier. The face of the franchise. Moved Ryu's old ass right out the way. Luke himself.
Luke players.
I'm keeping it a buck, bruh. You're boring.
Whoa.
Yeah.
Whoa.
I think Luke players boring. Now I know they got Minna. Sun shines on a dog's ass. That's what my dad tell me. And that's exactly what that is right there. Minna is sun shining on a dog's ass when it comes to the Luke player base. Because he is an anomaly. Listen, you know who one of my best friends in the world is, or in real life? Duo Kevin. Kevin ain't no big, exciting guy per se.
No,
he be chilling.
Kev wants to bore you in game too.
That's Luke players, bro. My
tripping. But
because Luke.
The Luke players here because
John C.
We have ever seen in Street Fighter history, at least back to back.
To Memphis.
There was some tumultuous feelings for the new future face
of
Street Fighter 6.
His hair was
a little spaghetti hair. He was a little bit too arrogant without any of the lovable aspects that we have of him now. And somehow, they managed to turn Luke around to be just this lovable oaf who, at the end of the day is top tier as all hell, but somehow gets a pass for it just because he's so lovable. So that's Luke players are they're trying to play it cool. They're trying to be friends with everybody, but really they're actually trying to steal your lunch money at the end of the day. That's the truth of it.
He's fun though. He's fun to watch in tournament. I'm not gonna lie.
Bam, okay.
I know y'all get a pass. We need to start a campaign or something, Brian. I'm always hearing about Ken, JP, the usual suspects.
Come back to Memphis.
I
think it's just the PR they've done for Luke. People love Luke now. I don't know what happened. He's all sunshine and rainbows.
World Tour mode. was the biggest down player. World Turmoil was the #1 Luke down player out of everything. I'll be honest with you, out of all the characters you guys could have went with. And then, you know, I used to think in the past it was like the Shoto players going over to Luke. He's the better Shoto. And there is a little bit of that going on now, but overall I think people just using him because he's absolute insanity, and they keep it quiet. They sit there and watch everybody else fight while they know that their character is absolutely broken, bruh.
Memphis!
Punches in the unanti-airable jump fierce, because that's
Come on, I don't understand.
Brrrm.
You didn't
KO.
deserve it, but you know, you're moving on in bracket. That said, we need to move on and get to this bracket.
Ok.
And before we get to that, I do want to make sure everybody
Descanso de 5 minutos y vamos directamente con la acción del CPT Europe North&East Top 16.
I guess so.
I guess so. If you're looking forward to the finale of the character personality series, make sure you guys let us know in the comment section and on Twitch and all that. That being said, we're about to get into some of the most ridiculous Street Fighter 6 action that you can find anywhere right here on Capcom Fighters. This is Europe North&East CPT.
Top 16. Ok. Descanso de 3 minutos antes de empezar con la acción. A ver, paso el bracket acá para que los que no lo pueden ver. Usen el comando bracket o se hará por timeo. Ahí tienen. It's perfect. What you do. Ixion. Ok. Juri. Here, Mike back in a moment. KO.
Street Fighter 6.
El chipotle.
You're really making all of this by hand.
Oh yeah, the avocados are hand mashed, the chips are hand tossed, and everything is made
Carne asada.
Fresh every day.
yes, every day.
Me la samaré.
We make it fresh every day.
Sounds delicious.
Pa pa para pa 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 para pa 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 da 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 na 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 na. Capcom. Ok, 10 segundos para empezar. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, ¡empezamos!
He was obsessed, you see, with finding an appropriate vessel for this power.
We are supporting Capcom Cup 10 with a total prize pool of over $2 million. It's showtime, baby! Luana takes it over Idol! Alright, you ready? You don't want to miss it!
¡Oh! No puede ser. Pero qué asco. Malditas trabas. Ahora me hicieron recargar. Y no quería recargar la página. ¡Ah! ¡Qué asco! Lo odio. Y tenemos a Ringe y a Jammers.
Pro Tour 2023. We are here for the top 16 and to determine the top 8 and qualify for Europe North and East. And you know, my NIA geography skills can only take me so far. So luckily they brought in an expert on the region. My man
Ringe y Jammers.
How you doing, fam?
I'm all good, man. You know what? The guys hit me up. They said, hey, do you want to come on down and commentate some European CPT? And they said, Rich is going to be in the building. I said, oh, okay, 12 hours? Oh, just mosey on over, say hello to the guys, and talk some Street Fighter here. But
Sadly,
yes,
no,
we're
el
gonna be in a
Baja.
region that was usually dominated by one person if we're only talking about the
Phenom.
Scandinavians. Now they've merged Northern Europe, the Scandinavian region, with Eastern Europe, several others. And from the Eastern European region, a lot of players have returned.
Indeed.
They took a hiatus on SF5, they've come back, and they've come back in full force, firing on all cylinders, as I like to say, when it comes to Street Fighter 6. So it could be interesting here to see if Phenom may take this one. He's the favorite.
For sure.
But as we discussed in the back, it's his tournament to lose. But everybody else, you have to remember as well, you have the online premiere event, you've got your World Warriors. So we need to determine who's going to win the premiere event.
Exactly, yeah, and it's so interesting considering how he's pretty much controlled the World Warrior events, right? How it may play out today, whether he is kind of forced back into that situation, has to play into the final, or if he just removes himself from the process entirely, right? But we'll get to more on that later. Of course, today.
Ok, veamos el los brackets del top 16 winners y losers. En winners, Phenom contra ShadyImpostor. Luego RikeMansBarnet, Lord Venom. Luego Juicy Joe contra Veggey. Y luego Myrken contra PopiBlueBeast.
Juri versus JP. Juicy Joe, another JP in the building going up against Veggey. And Veggey, he might put this man on high fights. I've seen some clips of him labbing up against JP with the Geef. I'm hoping we see it. And then, of course, to round out the winners bracket, Myrken and PopiBlueBeast.
Yes, strong side. So people that have been dominating or pretty much consistent in the World Warriors, they are featured in this winners final top 16 side. But if we drop down to the losers side, see what the people are saying.
Tenemos acá a Genius Infinite. Ixion contra Chinoo, Banja contra KingFunk, Nezumi contra Hercules Shulk de Finlandia.
Dhalsim players, I always like watching high-level Dhalsim play in this game. Infinite, new name for me, but I believe he does play Guile. Ixion, the streamer, obviously the notorious
versus Chinoo.
SF4 carrying all the way here.
Tenemos 4 suizos en losers. O sea que tenemos 6 suizos.
From Sweden as well. I remember him. He came down to the UK offices for Capcom, and of course Banja. We'll talk about this guy because he actually
Blanka.
plays on a regular basis, and he does play a bit of Blanka. KingFunk, good to see him here playing JP. He's from Denmark, I believe, and he's been represented really well.
Dinamarca.
And of course, Nezumi and Hercules Shulk. These are 2 names here, but I do have a little bit of information more on Hercules Shulk. Nezumi, I hear, is a Rashid player. So I think we've got good diversity in the losers' side anyway. In the winners' side, well, the winners' side pick winning characters, and I don't blame them for. I don't blame them for that,
Georgia?
Because. Again, I'm going to keep regurgitating these lines here. This region probably has the best JP players we have in Europe as a whole.
Lord Venom y Juicy
We
Joe.
have 4 fills. He's still improving, finding his style with the character. He's brilliant.
Vamos con el primer match.
But we have Lord Venom and Juicy Joe, and Phenom plays them on a regular basis here. But when it comes to performing on the day, and this game's all about performing on the day, sometimes Phenom can get a little bit jittery. We don't know.
Yeah,
esto va a estar stacked.
Anything can happen this weekend.
100%. That's one of the beautiful things about fighting games is that any given Sunday aspect of competition, right? whose day is it really going to be? And I mean, Lord Venom is one of the players I fear the most on JP, right?
Yes.
I think he was one of those people that was really pioneering.
Hay unos cuantos JP hoy, parece ser, en top 16. En este top 16.
So if he's able to knock you down in the corner, I mean, you might as well go to the next round.
Well, that's how you see it here in general. And all these guys are coming to tech because these guys have been waiting. And their World War number 4 was just last week. So these guys are actively competing and making sure they stay on form here. But I do believe, talking about actively competing, they are playing for a bit of change.
Oh, yeah.
Is that right? Bit of change, bit of big money?
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah, of course. This event has a pricing spread of first place being $2,500, second $1,200, third $800, and fourth $500. So yeah, they're gonna get some change here for taking the tournament, getting into that upper echelon of results, and of course, if they do get that $2,500 first place prize, they also qualified into Capcom Cup, which has an immense prize pool, total pricing of over $2 million. First place looking like Bangladesh for the milli itself. I can't wait to see how it plays out.
This is going to be interesting. We are closing in on the date. They did, I believe, announce on Capcom Fighters the entirety of the event, Capcom Cup 10, the LCQ, the SFL finals, as well as the Pro finals themselves. And again, just to be in contention for $1 million is a feat in and of itself, in my personal opinion.
Oh, yeah.
And I think people should live up to that and stay consistent and obviously do that rigorous training because, again, you take a day off in this game, and it feels like you've taken a month off. It hits you real hard here, but we are going to get our first match set up here with arguably the favorite people have put their stakes on him.
Ooh, he's brushing the shoulder off too in the profile picture. Hold up.
To be fair, I've got to give credit to 00 Nation as a whole. Shout outs to Stein and the rest of the crew. These guys have actually elevated their media presence, their media personality, Veggey and Phenom to another level.
Ok, vamos con el primer match. Phenom contra ShadyImpostor, Ken versus DJ.
I was actually at a tournament earlier this year in Italy, only the best 5. Shout out to Bodhi putting that on. That's what ShadyImpostor won earlier this year. So he has got experience under his belt in terms of offline tournament. He actually is one of the best players from Poland. He used to play Alex, took a little bit of a break, but he's come back full force with the DJ here. There's always talk about DJ.
Yeah, for sure.
I've heard DJ is a pretty, or should I say Ken is a pretty annoying matchup for DJ. One of the harder ones I've heard for the grapevine anyway.
Okay, I can see that possibility for sure. I'm always interested in the DI usage up against DJ, right? I want to see how willing the player is to do it. One thing that strikes me about ShadyImpostor, though, as you mentioned, the Alex DNA, the DJ, right? He's very much about getting in your face and making you uncomfortable. And that's
okay, aquí viene. Primer match.
On some days, Phenom, you can see the jitters a little bit. He looks uncharacteristic. So if you can
Ken versus DJ.
Space, maybe you can start bringing that out early. And this is a 2 out of 3 set, right? So he needs to bring that out.
Se viene duro esto.
Well, here's the thing as well, because usually with a player like Phenom, because for me, he embodies efficiency. And if you put him in, you know, kind of throw that arbitrary element, that random element, it kind of it does shake him up a little bit, but he can do the exact same thing to you because of how the game functions in its totality, if you know what I mean.
Yeah, I like that you bring up efficiency because remember, when I was looking for optimal Ken combos, I saw a lot of his and a lot of Angry Birds, right? That's definitely where I learned a lot of my optimal Ken combos. So big ups to Phenom. We're going to see he's able to keep his composure, get into the
aquí vamos.
That's what everybody's expecting him to do. But ShadyImpostor is no joke.
So is here as well, because one of the things is Ken, his fireball, one of the worst fireballs, one of the best fireballs in the game. If you see DJ trying to drive rush in, as we see already there, you can throw it out preemptively, but you do expose yourself to a jump. But usually DJ does the hop when he jumps.
Uf, no, no. El rayo reversal es una sentencia de muerte porque te deja en negativo si lo bloquean. A diferencia de Street Fighter 5 que si usabas rayo reversal te dejaba plus, dependiendo del personaje. Bueno.
Stagger pressure with the stand medium punch, trying to get a perfect parry there, did Phenom. And I like his slow methodical approach because he waits for the crouching medium kick opening to send you straight to the corner, and then everybody panics when they go up against Phenom.
Gonna be buffed.
You have just raw with the jab. Now he's got control of the corner. Oh, it's so good, man. Yeah, the drive rush cancel into crouch jab and then stand medium punch. Like you said, it beats jump, it beats backdash. It's not much you can do but block there.
Chasing down there and blocks the jackknife maximum, so we're going to go straight to the corner here. I don't think ShadyImpostor is going to do another one. He's going to have to firm it. Yeah.
Ok, el primer round se lo llevó el señor Phenom sin problema. Es que ganarle el Phenom es jodido.
Nice check there as well. He's trying to mitigate the amount of, you know, versatile, explosive moves that DJ can do. Perfect parry on the forward.
Perfect. No, falló el punish.
DJs love that drive rush sunrise heel for the meaty too. No perfect parry attempt this time, just jabbing him up in the corner.
He can't get hit here, but he's going to go a combo himself. He has to go into level 3. Weekend Festival's coming. There it is.
Level 3.
So now he's going to reduce the amount of recovery time on the drive gauge.
Y ambos están en burnout. Pero el ShadyImpostor va a recuperar antes la barra.
There. Yeah, he's far enough. He's fine. Because like Ken's level 3's defensive options are not really that good, in my personal opinion.
I gotta imagine the heavy air slash is gonna keep on coming. Phenom.
That's all he can do from here.
Yeah, gonna look to avoid.
Do not drive rush it. No, he did. Oh, what that's a
¡No!
He was still in burnout. The punish counter throw.
Ay, se jodió el Shady. Tiene que hacer algo antes que el Phenom se lleve el primer set.
Maybe one crouch leading kick will get it. If he gets close enough here, does ShadyImpostor, but he's waiting.
Phenom not trying to be overzealous either.
If he sees the green, he's sure you can or something. That's why he's not gonna do it.
¡No! Perdió porque usó el simple y los simples no le ganan al EX. Primer set se lo lleva Phenom. Madre mía, qué dolor.
You gotta be careful. That's one of the things in this match you gotta be careful of. Heavy air slasher is actually one of the tools that gets DJ in a lot of trouble. There's a whip punish straight into the top, so he's into the corner here from Phenom. Goes for the safe jump. Already in there. Beat something. That might have been a delayed jab, but
and then the immediate stand fierce. Give me that free combo. You try to parry, get chucked up.
Got him.
Lo mata. Perfect.
We got him.
Set point para Phenom.
The same fate. You are a victim, just like everybody else when Ken has you in the corner. Throw. He's right on top of you. He's on that. Match point here, Phenom.
Ay, no, que no le haga el doble perfect. Doble punish.
There you go. Perfect.
Otra vez. Nah.
He can burn him out. That should do it.
Yeah, I think that's just enough. About a bar and a third when it's a level 3 on the drive.
Double perfect.
Yeah,
oh,
boy.
He's done. This is checkmate.
Call.
I think this is checkmate. He's got level 2, but you're done.
Yeah.
That was a double perfect.
Double
It's not
perfect.
going to count because it was great damage. That was essentially, that was a double
2-0.
What I like there is, again, Phenom tries to find a universal, efficient plan. It works across the board no matter who you are or what character you're using. You're using one of the best characters in the game. Solidified that to a T. Now, because when you get too comfortable with his efficiency and how solid he is, he will throw in the mechanics that throw you off guard. That was the only time I believe.
Ok, vamos con el segundo match y oh my. RikeMansBarnet versus Lord Venom. Que va a ser Juri versus JP.
I think that's a real characteristic of a high-level fighting game players or high-level competitors in general, right? They're only going to beat you with what they have to beat.
Juri versus JP aquí.
Their whole hand, all of their tech, all of their tricks and the plays in the playbook because they're going to need it to close it out, whether against you or a later opponent. So phenomenal stuff from Phenom. That's going to be it for him today, as you mentioned. Inside, winner's top 8. That is the promised land of 3 out of 5. And next up is going to be RikeMansBarnet and Lord Venom.
So,
Lord Venom.
If you have seen it, we will obviously talk about it a little bit later because it is one of the ads we do talk about. On the Capcom Europe account, I believe it was, they have announced Street Fighter League Europe. It will be happening very soon in the coming weeks, so do keep an eye out for that. They announced all the teams. And surprise, surprise, 00 Nation has an incredibly strong team. Phenom, Veggey, Lord Venom, and RikeMansBarnet. They're all on the same team here, so these are 2 people that play each other in the World War.
Liar!
I'd argue they practice on a regular basis because they are going to be part of SFL. Now, I spoke to Lord Venom from a set he had with Dinamarca, I think a month or 2 ago. It was on Reese's birthday. Shouts to Reese's and the rest of the Softpoint crew. It was 7-6 to, I believe it was 7-6 to Lord Venom. And I said, right. I was talking to him about matchups in general. I said, just out of curiosity,
Ahí está el resumen de los World Warrior que han pasado. Strider ganó el World Warrior de Europe West, Crossover ganó el del tercero, Phenom ganó el número 3 de North&East. No, el 4, o sea que ganó 4 de 4. Hallibel ganó el de Alemania, el número 4. ¿Qué pasa, Francis? Lo siento, es que al estar en Multistream no puedo ver los mensajes de ambos lados. Zeno ganó el de Portugal, Mikex ganó el de Canadá West, Namikaze ganó el de Brasil, el número 4. Y Xian ganó el de Asia Southeast número 4. Y Lechar, hostia, Lechar ha ganado los 4 de 4. El de South Korea número 4. Y Nakodu ganó ayer el de US East número 4. Y Joe Merogan ganó también el número 4. Número 4.
What changed? But you entered this tournament? Nah, it's brilliant. I love this guy. But I mean, what's your general assessment of Lord Venom when you watch it?
I mean, Lord Venom definitely is on the tech-heavy side of JP, right? He definitely seems like he's got every situation labbed out. And I could see
Ok, vamos ahí. Lord Venom versus RikeMansBarnet. JP versus Juri.
It can become a weakness in the sense if the other player is looking to counter these common options, right? Like you mentioned the dive kick from Juri. I think that could definitely be a problem with the crouch fierce, right? When a JP is so good at crouch fiercing that they're doing it on reaction real quick, real early, a lot of the time that timing can throw them off.
Sorry, this picture of Lord Venom, he looks like a model.
23 años.
I like the windbreaker. It's kind of looks like it's getting pushed back by the fan. Okay, Lord Venom.
23 years. Holy crap.
Distinct what makes Lord Venom's JP his JP. I know, like you could argue this is a for and against for the argument, but his JP is different from Juicy Joe's. I know when I say that, so what are you talking about? They're all the same. They're using the same cane each day of the week. They ain't got a cane for every different day of the week. But I'm like, when you see Juicy Joe play, you will see the differences. Yes, they are some of the most. I think they're the best they're just JP players we have in this region here, and I'm hoping these guys cause a lot of damage. RikeMansBarnet, he won versus fighting earlier this year. Shouts to him. Now, I was very interested in him landing on Juri as a character because I think he used to dab with Lily first. He's played a bit of Aki as well, but it's like Juri just gets the job done, and he likes the optimization. One thing I really like about, keep an eye out for this, he might not do it here, but he might do it over the course of the weekend, is when he perfect parries something, he tries to reset the damage scaling as soon as possible.
Oh, really?
So what he'll do, you've probably seen this when people drive rush cancel, they got an overhead, they do drive rush into the overhead. So he'll perfect parry, do a drive rush cancel, and then overhead to reset the scaling. The damage. So I've been telling people you might need to start standing up when people drive rush cancel because no one's going to reset you into low.
No, definitely we are not nearly at that level yet. So maybe in the future at some big tournament somebody does that when they've conditioned the opponent with some overheads before. But yeah, that's always something to keep in mind for sure.
And of course, we do have a quote as well. I totally forgot because a lot of these guys do like to talk, or some of them do.
Come on.
Now, what does RikeMan say? Okay. He's being nice. Lord Venom is an amazing player, but I feel confident in the JP matchup. Do you know what? I like that he's put that out there. He's put that out there because more people are starting to say this. Now, obviously, when you get your top 3 or one of the best characters in the game, when you get
Aquí vamos, Juri versus JP.
And practice that matchup, whether they like it or not. Happy with the SF5?
Sí, 23 años, ya ves.
But they did learn. So when you are using that character, just know that everyone's probably going to be 110% prepared for the character, maybe not your style.
Exactly. It's even beyond whether you like it or not. It's like whether you have a choice.
De 23, pero 23 años de edad.
If you're playing online, like you're learning the matchup, brother. Unless you're just like banging your head against the wall, being ignorant on purpose, you're gonna end up gathering some intel on this character. So here we go. I mean, 2 of the best in the region, absolutely. I can't wait to see who gets in the top 8 winners. I can't believe we're going in.
JP versus Juri.
Well, you got to watch out for Juri's drive rush and then how Lord Venom's going to check it. He already goes for a perfect parry here because again, JP has some of the medium attacks in the game. Crouching medium punch.
No, sup.
I mean, like every single one of his buttons is just a problem. And
here, go.
So I want to see.
Here, go. And cruise. Here, go.
Some frames there because it is plus on block. He's only plus on block normal, I believe.
Yeah, and RikeMan, I mean, he's got to make something happen here. Very long.
No.
Here.
Perfect.
No, here.
Oh,
qué buena.
Yeah, he's really good at doing that.
Del Rike.
Getting either the reverse send of the anti-air or just anti-air correctly.
Dark and see.
Uses the EXDP to interrupt
EX fuja.
when need be. He's in burnout though,
Y XDP fuja.
if Lord Venom gets to start blocking, he's in trouble.
Now this wasn't the worst spot to
Y está en
bounce out.
burnout el
There's
Rike.
no level 2 on the side of JP yet. I kind of like this
No.
decision. Then baits out the OD amnesia.
And he's going to get his game back as well, Ringe.
Y... Ay, casi Lord Venom quedó en burnout.
Parries didn't get the perfect attempt.
You enjoy this.
He's go for a jump over. He has to. No!
Ta 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 ta.
There's a gap there, and he found the gap.
Back
with
throw.
Barnet, applying that pressure with the stand medium punch. One check here.
And through.
Should do the trick. Maybe
No,
not either
stop.
actually, but looks like
Here.
Barnet wants a little bit more dry gauge before he goes back in.
Yeah, he was counting on Lord Venom committing to the spikes, and that's exactly what he did. Bull trying to swing with the big stand fears. Great reactions right there from RikeMansBarnet.
Lo mata. No, no lo mata.
He was going to be out there preemptively.
Now he's got to be very careful.
No, what's up?
Yeah, because any hit will do it here. Gets the throw, but
No
that's the throw
way.
take there. There's the fireball.
No.
And Lord Venom is
Primer round para el Lord Venom.
Especially the slow ones. He will do EX stalagmites.
Momento que acá se estaba trabando. Que por las dudas te aviso, Francis, que estoy también en YouTube. O sea, estoy haciendo esto por Multistream. Level 3, lo gasta. Y en Punish Counter. Esto va a hacer más daño. Tácate. No. Uy, ahora está en burno el Lord Venom. Go.
Dry gauge completely refueled here. Departure's here to slow him down.
Exactly, showing respect to the spike, trying to put out the OD again. Lord Venom, perfect.
You enjoy this.
The projectile land, the spike do the heavy lifting. Doesn't get a full combo, but was that intentional? The low setup on the wake up.
No. Muerta. 1-0 a favor del Lord Venom.
Yeah, depending on how the opponent is knocked back in the air, it might mess up some of your logical setups, so I can understand why he got thrown out of it.
But that's, again, the tech that we've seen from Lord Venom, right? Like, he even has tech for when he messes up the combo on the setup. Like, he knows how to follow it up.
Departure in, and then again, it's getting a bit tricky here for RikeMansBarnet. I think that's the game.
Take his turn, bro.
He could have won there.
Yeah, he didn't want to spend the level.
Lo mata.
Got him. I mean, he had no...
Match.
No!
Tetón. ¡Qué cabrón! Y con perfect encima. Tetón. Madre mía. Le hizo la ton. Holy crap, le hizo la ton. Madre mía el disrespect que le hizo al Rike con la tonta. Bien, bloqueó todos los proyectiles, pero se quedó en burnout el pobre Rike ahora. No, no llegó. Enjoy the trip! Well.
It looks like he's just trying to buy some time for that burnout meter to refill.
Oh, no, stop.
Full screen and what a reaction.
La die kick.
Oh, and he jumped anyway, they both knew.
Te vas a la pared. No, what's up?
Oh, okay. Didn't get the full conversion there because I didn't think it said counter hit, so on his counter throw.
Back throw, se fue a la pared y en Punish Counter encima fue. Y lo mata. Final round del segundo set. ¿Será que Lord Venom se lo llevará 2-0? ¿O podrá RikeMansBarnet empatar el marcador? Lo veremos aquí. Buena Francis, ¿cómo está? Pero versión YouTube ahora. ¡Tangue, No, what's up? Ay, se quedó en burro el Rike ahora. Metru. A la pared. No, what's up? Here. Here. Throw. Ah, tiene critical art ahora el Rike. Gástalo, gástalo. Ahí, gástalo. Gasta el level 3 ahí. No te la juegues, Rike. Déjalo ahí en burnout. Burnout. ¡Vámonos! ¡One! ¡KO! Y de Lord Venom envía a RikeMansBarnet a losers 2-0. Number 1!
After that drive rush cancel come out, Venom knew that he was going to continue to press his advantage, counters it perfectly.
Again, like the guy said, Venom's an amazing player. He felt confident in the matchup. But guess what? Sometimes the results go against what you feel.
Number 1!
I know, as opposed to what I feel, are two different things. I know the result is 2-0. But
madre mía lo que le hizo. Number 1!
Can't eulogize. about Lord Venom enough, right? Because
Holy
anytime
crap.
I've seen more JP players do this now. Usually when you activate level 2, the Labushka on block, they have an abundance of drive gauge to work with. But now the JP players are actually doing it when you have 2 stocks left. Because if you drive reversal, you're edging yourself near burnout. If you DP, you're edging yourself near burnout. If you firm the block, well, I can just set up a nice position and still attack your drive gauge regardless. There you can see the signature ending he does all the time. You're probably going to see it a lot in the future. Or you're probably not going to unsee it now. And then, of course, the conversions there. RikeMan, I think it was just him not feeling confident as to when he did get in, staying in. Because again, what is the number one thing that pulls the brakes in this game? Oh, the amnesia. Even if you don't use it, it's the thing, the number one thing that
Ok, así que Phenom versus Lord Venom mañana en el Top 8 Winners. Vamos con el último match del... Antes del primer corte. Juicy Joe contra Veggey.
So yeah, unfortunate for RikeMan. Definitely, I think he was kind of taken aback by those things. Maybe it got to him a little bit. But Lord Venom is just an incredible player. So if you give him any opening, any type of momentum to cling on to, he's going to run away with it.
As Vicious would say, shouts to Vicious.
Predictions.
They'll take a mile, baby. They know what they do, and they're fully capitalizing on this stuff. This is what the bracket is looking like right now. Lord Venom and Phenom. That'll be round one of the top 8.
Veggey contra Juicy Joe. JP versus Zangief. Zangief.
On that when we get to that point, of course. Now, of course, our next match we're lining up will be Juicy Joe
versus Veggey.
Now, to give you guys a little bit of context.
Veggey con beef. Noruega versus Suecia.
My day watching replays. And as I was watching replays,
okay, tell me about it.
Veggey was practicing with KingFunk in the matchup, and you'll see KingFunk a little bit later.
Qué bueno se va a poner
esto. Confident in this matchup as well. I think this matchup is terrible for Zangief and laborious. However,
very terrible. Otro más de 23 años. Joder.
People think Zangief has a fighting chance. The player does, maybe not the character.
Ok, Francis. 23, otro más de 23 años como Lord Venom. A ver un momento, ¿qué está pasando?
Why did you lose? Like, to keep it a buck, you know what I mean? That's how a lot of us feel when we see a Geef overcome the JP matchup. But Veggey is definitely one of those Geefs that's capable of doing it, right?
Yes.
He's an incredible player. I've seen some JP-specific tech on the neutral jump medium punch, right? You can hit the anti-air chop from that far away, get that level 1 afterwards, the combo. I would love to see it. We're definitely going to get an instant high fights top 10 if we do, because it just looks so cool. But yeah, man, it seems like he does a lot of labbing against JP specifically.
Because, look, I love Veggey, but he has some very outlandish opinions, and I've started to just ignore them now.
Okay.
Shouts to Ovaha. Again, you can see our show there as well. Ovaha hears it before we go live. I just can't believe what you're hearing. And then people think I'm angry at Veggey, and I'm like, you don't hear why I'm angry at him. But no, he does believe that he can do this. But he actually is one of the best Zangief players we have in the European region. But you're going up against arguably one of the better JP's had. And his round start tactics always interesting here. He's already gone in here. Juicy Joe throws him away. Might set up a departure. No, so
ok, estamos aquí.
Now, the wonderful thing about this for Zangief, I'll give you credit here, is your drive gauge gets attacked before your health bar. So, because you have the highest vitality in the game, you can afford to parry, walk forward, have the audacity to kind of close the gap, and strike fear into the JP play. Which he's doing right now, trying to close the gap here, but he's still got to pick his opportunity.
And when you're Geef in this matchup, you got to have that on your side, right? You got to instill fear.
Ok, madre mía lo que le está haciendo al pobre Veggey. Este match es un infierno para Zangief. Lo que tiene que hacer el Zangief para poder llegar al JP, y el JP te puede soñar de gratis.
And I'll tell you one thing as well, Veggey's footsies with this character are amazing, and he will try to catch things with SPD, whether it's a whiff throw, drive, impact attempt. He will try
Take the throw.
Yeah, Veggey's very fundamentally.
McTavish!
To get into that range, tries to finally bet on
here.
But Juicy Joe lying in
oh.
And this is how you should be playing the matchup here. Gets the trades, and then Veggey needs. There's one SPD.
Agarre.
Yeah, he can't.
No!
Super smart right there. You can't even respond.
Holy crap.
You'll die before it comes out.
When you do that wheel kick, you are exposing yourself to a lot of tools in the game. And I was very worried. He didn't drive rush there, Veggey, because he didn't want to put himself near burnout. Keeps the gauge as much as possible.
Nice shot right there. Actually cutting himself short, baiting out the crouch medium punch from JP and punishing it.
All right, there you go. Putting out the trig labs. Good block on the overhead. That is +1. Puts Veggey away here. Perfect.
Invincible.
And he gets a drop kick. I don't know if that's what he wanted. He pushed him in the corner regardless, so we'll take it.
Yeah, at least he's got some screen advantage now. Driver's cancel, burns himself out. He's really trying to bet on these offensive.
Ambos en burnout.
Juicy Joe's defense has been
Pero
perfect.
el JP lo tiene mejor
They're both
cuando está en
burnout here, but
burnout.
this actually favors Juicy Joe a lot more, and it's time to
Time to get serious!
Yes, and by the time this is done, Veggey will be
Let's
able to
go!
rush in, but Juicy Joe does have options. I don't think he's going to use them though, because there's another round on the board.
Yeah, he's just, like you said, respecting the options right there, holding back on the drive rush.
No.
Oh, he's too far to get past
Lo
He's
mata.
going to do interdiction level 3, and he's going to get his gauge back here. And if he sets up EX departure, this could be checkmate for Veggey, because if he parries, the throw might kill him. No, and he goes for a throw anyway.
He's going to live this
Uy,
time.
lo mata.
Parry, no bonus damage. Help Veggey, very close to being burnt out as well. He's trying to hold the parry to get some back.
He's holding it, Rich.
Oh, he's holding everything right now, man. Juicy Joe teleports away, checks the legs, but Veggey, he's still got a magic pixel.
Nah.
It doesn't survive on the
No
wheelbarrow
sirve de
kick.
nada.
Juicy J
1-0 para Juicy Joe.
Well, going to game 2 here. Let's see how the round start is now. Walks away, playing it slow, and he gets the Bailina. The second sweep he has. And again, I see that crouch medium kick catch Veggey a lot, whether it's from drive rush or just as a poke in general, but it is a strong poking tool, I should say.
Definitely is, especially with the range that Geef wants to play at.
McTavish!
Yeah, we've seen that stand fierce. The
Here come
offense have come in
McTavish!
close a couple of times now, but Veggey just can't make anything happen off of it.
All right, there you go, holding the parry again, but again, if you're going to have the temerity to walk forward.
No, él engañó. Hostia, la pared.
Again here, range is not looking too good.
Indeed, Veggey's trying
Checkmate,
to
it's
show
done.
patience, but
Next round, my friend, you're done.
he's just paying with too much of his life, paying with too much of his drive meter to really get in on Juicy effectively.
Down in a minute, he's trying to drive rush in, headbutt, and he goes for reset. Wise choice.
Ooh,
He gets game back in time.
daño.
Oh my God, it's a real
You
time here,
enjoy
level
this.
2, can you weather the
Ay,
storm?
no.
He's going to get out. Yeah, he wants to get out.
Lo mata.
And this is it.
Match
People
point para
forget because
Juicy
of the
Joe,
different
a
patterns,
punto de
the high,
enviar a
the low,
Veggey a
everything, they jump
losers.
over your head and dance around the rainbow.
Yeah.
One of the goals is going to get you.
Indeed, I feel like I've seen players reliably kind of get out of that situation by parrying the first hit and then jumping back, picking a specific button to kind of pull your hurt box away, but I don't know what that is for Geef.
There's a throw here, and that's +1. Yeah, got to respect it. Backs away here as well. The command grab
Uy,
back up.
Punish lo mata. Y perfecto. 2-0, Juicy Joe envía a Veggey a losers.
Lead, if I'm not mistaken. That might do just under 30% as a punish counter command grab. And if there's one time you can catch
Holy
Veggey
crap.
with that command grab, he's doing it right in his face.
Yeah,
Do it right in his face. Be Zangief to him. He's like, oh wait, you can do that.
There were so many smart decisions about that.
Así que Juicy Joe tiene que esperar al ganador de Myrken versus PopiBlueBeast. PopiBlueBeast. Que va a ser Polonia contra Suecia, pero PopiBlueBeast es de Argentina originariamente.
Last hit of the match, the set, well done, especially after recognizing Veggey's tendency to hold the parry.
Of course, and that's the thing that is kind of highly advised when you're going up against JP, especially when you're full screen or mid screen. Hold the parry to kind of keep your drive gauge from going a bit too low and replenish as much as possible. But JP has the option of moving forward. The system allows that. And of course, it gives them other messages as well. It's like, okay, you want to be defensive before offensive.
Ok, se viene corte ahora.
To try to overwhelm me. Like I said, he's got the experience, but Lord Venom and Juicy Joe are just a tier above the rest. When it comes to European JP players, very rare. So Juicy Joe books his place in the top 8 winners side for tomorrow. His opponent will be between either Myrken or PopiBlueBeast. We'll talk about Poppy when we come to that junction.
Indeed, indeed. And, you know, this all starts with going to CapcomProTour.com and registering for your CPT online. The Europe West registration is
Pero
open now.
antes de
It's
Europe
going
West va a
down
venir
very
el
soon.
offline de
Again,
París.
These are the online premieres. The winner goes to Capcom Cup, gets a chance at fighting for that $2 million total prize pool, that first place prize of $1 million. Again, all the regional CPT online events are now available to sign up, but Europe West is coming up soon. So if you're in that region, I implore you, register as quickly as possible.
Yes, because if I'm not mistaken, it's 2 weeks, 2 or 3 weeks from now, because next week's will be the French CPT offline. That'll be the last offline of the season. And then we'll go back to the online premieres there. So yes, if you're in this region, please get registering, get signing up. I don't want anyone missing their opportunity to compete for $1 million, of course. Here is the tournament schedule. Thank you so much, production crew, the best. And yes, next week you'll have the France offline CPT. And then November 11th, that's when the European Western region will be happening. That is the region Takamura is in. So do keep an eye out for
Europe
that.
West y luego Middle East, la región del Big Verdo.
There's actually a fair amount of strong players in that region. So that's another region you don't want to sleep on as well. And of course, November 18th will be the Middle Eastern region as well. Angry Bird has already qualified via EVO.
Indeed.
It could be Big Bird's spot.
It could be.
It could not. I don't know. 6 of 6.
Yeah, exactly right. It's that any given Sunday aspect. I can't wait to see it. I'm excited for both of these regions, and of course the France offline. We just had the Singapore offline premiere. It just warmed my heart. It filled me with good vibes seeing that camera shot of players up on stage with the whole crowd waiting for some Street Fighter. But you know what I'm waiting for, Jammers?
Talk to me.
That Chipotle, baby. Let me
Chipotle!
get it. The carne asada is back, available to cop. I know y'all out there doing it with the tender cuts of steak, the lime, the cilantro, everything that I like, and all that good stuff and more. Chipotle supporting Street Fighter 6. You love to see it during the first year. Download the app, order some Chipotle, and get that carne asada before it's gone, fam.
I'm new here, so I'm going to try it.
Yeah. by the time we get done, Chipotle should be just opening up. So we already know where we're going.
Oh, man, we should be good. But yes, we are going to take a short break here.
Okay.
Come back, there'll be more action here for CPT.
Corte de 5 minutos, así que nos vemos en unos 5 minutos.
Chipotle's carne asada is back. It's our most tender cuts of steak, grilled and seasoned with cumin, oregano, and coriander. Finished with fresh lime and hand-chopped cilantro. Carne asada. This is our best steak ever.
Let's get this mission started.
Okay.
We got more Street Fighter League. I know you can smell the tension in the air. We back in the field. We ready, it's time. Ooh, punish, guys. Out of the huddle, you know that I cry. A dangerous smile, a weapon of choice from pushing the line.
Season after season, it's only gotten better.
Ok. Ok, Francis está de vuelta, bienvenido sean. Ahí está, y acá.
I dare you to find me better Street Fighter.
Unprecedented and unpredictable. It only gets better.
Nothing!
This is a different Chris CCH. I don't know who this young man is.
My man looks so happy.
Momentum, his speed in general, so hard.
This is the hardest season of Street Fighter League ever. History in the making. This kid is ridiculous. This kid is ridiculous.
He gives a kiss to the audience. I love that.
¡Boom! Bueno. Bueno. No sé. Team Moose. Bueno. El Ghost Trick. El perrito. El dogo. Ahí está. Chequeando algunas cositas aquí. Ahí está. Ahí está, mientras continúa. Time to work, time to work. Ah, no. ¡Chipotle! Ok, empezamos. Aquí vamos. Uno, entrevista.
It finally happened. We finally had some more offline Street Fighter 6 competition to qualify into Capcom Cup, an open premier spot with the CPT Singapore event, where people from all over the world, I mean all over, showed up in Singapore to compete with the best of the best, and it was absolutely ridiculous. And I don't think, did anyone call this victory right here? We had some favorites going into this.
No,
I don't think anyone called this one.
No, Gachi-kun, of course, Capcom Cup champion from Street Fighter 5. Of course, you remember he gave us that phenomenal Rashid costume back then with the baseball and everything. But clearly, he is still just as nasty as he was in 5. Man, but what was really even more surprising to me was Chris Wong.
Oh yeah,
my man Chris Wong was marching through that bracket, punched his ticket all the way into grand finals, and then, bro, what was that first set score?
The grand finals at 3-0 reset. Yeah, it looked like when I was watching the grand finals, it looked like Chris Wong was about to just like speed run straight through Gachi-kun into grand finals. But Gachi-kun brought it together, just solid fundamental play. He navigated around the instances. You know, Rashid's anti-airs sometimes aren't matching up with Luke's jump heavy punch, but he managed to find his spots to activate the level 2. Like the way he used level 2 was so ridiculous. Just like so many situations where he popped that. Even though Chris Wong had great counters, there were so many times where Chris Wong was actually able to approach the tornado and throw Gachi-kun out of it. Like, oh, give me that. Thank you very much. But, oh man, the way he used it, more often than not, it ended up being like 60% damage for Gachi-kun to push his way to winning the tournament. But it was just great to see the energy of the offline scene, and then the storylines going into this. We had
Let's go, Gachi-kun!
Out here to try to qualify.
He got like 3rd or 4th place.
He got 4th place. And remember, so there's only 2 spots for most regions. The way the CPT is lined up, you have your CPT qualifier and the World Warrior event. So a lot of the Japanese players showed up to this event because, you know, so many of the top players were Japanese, and there's only 2 spots for that region, so only 2 people from Japan will qualify through that region unless they qualify through one of the 3 open bracket tournaments now that we had 2 of them with Evo and the Singapore event. So Gachi-kun, he escaped alive somehow, but MENA is also in a super stacked region with players like Punk, Idom, and Knuckle-Doo. So, you know those players were sweating and was talking to Do a little bit. He was rooting for MENA hard to win this event.
To get out of my way. Yeah,
of course, bro. And spots to go around, so the competition is super high.
You know, speaking of just high-level things in general, before we close this out, I got to make sure I shout out my man's Mike Ross, bro. I always love seeing Mike Ross hop on camera. I wish he would work every event, but that's not really what he's pursuing and everything. But, you know, even behind the scenes, he has a lot to do with what's going on with the Singapore scene, with you know, versus Vortex with him and Sheehan and all that. So the talent out there, they did their thing as well. So shout out to Singapore in general, the FGC. Congratulations again to Gachi-kun trying to win his 2nd Capcom Cup this year right here in Street Fighter 6. Will he be able to do it? We will see shortly. But for now, we are about to get right back into Europe
continuamos.
action.
Último match del top 16 winners antes de pasar al loser side.
North and East regions. I'm Jammers, Ringe, back on commentary, calling the action here. We've already had amazing matches thus far, and it's only continuing to get better as we determine and close out today 1, so we can get that top 8 ready for you guys tomorrow. Now, There's something playing in the background. I hear something. Maybe these guys hear
like
it
this
back.
track, Jammers? I brought it just for you, bro.
Did you?
Yeah, that's
Did
right.
you?
That's right.
Okay.
That's right.
Zero
By,
Kami.
of course, Yoshia Terayama. It is called Legend. He is a member of Cap Jams. Composed for the Street Fighter 6 season, you feel me? Talented artists such as J-Star, Rocco 808, and Randy Marks in the building on the track.
Zero Kami players.
We got a very street feel for Street Fighter 6 as it properly should be, and the developers and publisher just keep delivering with that, you know?
I like that. Deliver it. Put it in the game as well.
Yeah,
Put
that's
it in
what
the
I'm
game.
saying.
That'd be sick.
That's what I'm saying.
I'd love to see that here. But yeah, shout outs to everyone involved in making the music, just in general, and this track specifically here for Street Fighter 6. Like I said, as a product, this is fantastic.
Oh, yeah.
Aquí vamos.
Characters, vibing.
Battle passes.
Yeah,
like
Vamos con Myrken contra PopiBlueBeast.
those new costumes, by the way.
I can't wait to see what Luke looks like. His SF5
Dude,
design.
I think he's gonna be really cool. Like,
So we're waiting, man. We're waiting. We're fiending for it.
yeah, most definitely. The fancy man Ken. There's so many that I really like, so I can't wait for the new costumes to come out. Most definitely, and they've done a great job. We have the Rashid and Aki. I think have been great DLC releases so far as well. So everything is looking good. But yes, our next match I believe is gonna be the last one of Winter Side Top 16. It is going to be Myrken versus PopiBlueBeast.
Ooh, all right. So.
Ok, aquí vamos. Myrken versus PopiBlueBeast.
Juicy Joe is going to await his opponent of this next match here, as Ringe alluded to with Myrken and PopiBlueBeast. We're most likely going to see Luke versus Chun-Li. There you go.
No, Chun-Li.
Special shouts to him because he was under a lot of scrutiny last year. He qualified from a region that didn't have that many active players, and he's one of the stronger ones in that region. And from that point of qualifying, he stepped up his
So Poppy dropped Kami.
And in this, he's actually hit the ground running. I think he's one of the best leagues we have in the European region in general, one of the best players in Poland, and that's bringing back ShadyImpostor and Lord Venom into the mix here as well. Poppy, it's just great to see him back in general, actively playing too.
A mainstay in Street Fighter 4. We didn't get to really see him much in Street Fighter 5, but he's really bursted back onto the scene. Top 8 at Brussels Challenge, if I'm not mistaken, earlier in the year. So it's definitely shown brilliant moments already in Street Fighter 6. And we actually have a quote from the man himself that I would like to get to next. What we got? I think Myrken is a young and very talented player. I'm very happy that we have so much talent in the European region. He knows already that I want the best for him. But then again, I'm here to compete and to win. The boo-boo-boo can come after trying to win. I don't know what that means.
Even do I.
Oh, okay. I was really... We brought you here to tell me about the Europeanisms, bro.
I'd love to tell you, but I'm from the UK.
Yeah, that's true. Y'all, you know, we won't bring up that history, but there's some holes in our knowledge either way. You know?
But no, yes, we've got shout outs to Poppy as well. He's got a degree in sports psychology as well, so he's definitely understanding the mindset of players. He's really gotten into this. I think he did something recently as well as an interview, really working with a lot of people and whatnot. And again, he's come here to play, sponsored by Wolves for Street Fighter League as well, so you will be seeing him in more high-level action there. Different Chun-Li.
Can I just say the SF
Chun-Li versus Luke.
Like you already mentioned 00 Nation, all of their social media presences, the skits, everything, top notch, high quality, really funny. And then the Wolves esports team announcement for SFLEU in the stadium, bro.
I'm jealous.
Nah, that was ridiculous. Definitely dope stuff. So here
Aquí vamos. Chun-Li versus Luke. Polonia versus Suecia.
So Poppy was practicing in Shax earlier today, and it looks like he's been using classic Chun-Li throughout the tournament because I have seen him learn modern Chun-Li, but it looks like classic is going to be more favorable here. I'm in two minds about this matchup. I think it's even. I've seen Chris Swan go into a couple Chun-Li players. I've seen Chun-Li players give Luke a hard time. But here's the thing, right? Hazuncha can go over Sandblast. True. So you got to be careful about that as well. You got to be careful of your Kikoken placement as a Chun-Li player because Luke can jump over them. As well
Aquí
as
vamos.
one Vulcan Blast to go through them.
El Poppy, aunque esté en Suecia, es argentino.
What did I just tell you?
You do be jumping, bro. Right over the Kikoken.
Sandblast.
Even still trying to use it.
Kikoken.
But yeah, I think Luke has such great tools to
No,
kind of wall
dropió ahí.
advances because he has these forward advancing normals, the stand heavy punch, the stand medium punch.
¡Ay, que la mata!
One round on the board for Myrken and the optimal meter build though.
See, I like that you bring
Primer
up
round para
all the advances of
Myrken.
that special cancel. I don't think that's spoken about enough in this game. That's
Yeah,
actually huge, especially from drive rush as well, getting the extra frame advantage here as well. You got to keep an eye out for this stuff as well, because if Poppy plays footsies incorrectly, Luke's got some of the best buttons in the game. Stand fierce, the whip punishing tool, crouch and meaty punch, the money button as you say.
That is the money button, brother. +1, 6 frame startup with disjointed hitbox, just ridiculous all around.
All right, gonna go into level 2. Oh, your percent straight there. Is he gonna set up the safe jump? I don't think he's close enough actually. No, he is.
To the corner, yeah, buddy. Wasn't confident in the anti-air afterwards. Oh, and then maybe gets caught trying to walk under. I don't know.
No, yeah, overhead good block. That's +1.
Yeah, he burns himself out.
La mata.
He knew that he just
Primer
needed
round para
one
Myrken.
offensive
Bueno.
gambit, finds the hit, cashes out. Myrken in control.
Time to
for
Kami.
game one.
He's done the work here, but it looks like the training Poppy's done against Shax isn't really working thus far. Like I said, I think this is one of the matchups I'll note down.
Time to summon Kami.
Over time, only because I've just seen it go back and forth. Like I said,
No?
just to reiterate. There's
Nah,
pros and
it's
cons for
over.
both the characters. And I remember Angry Bird did tweet
No
about
Kami.
Luke being stronger than Ken. Not
Choose
too long
0
ago.
for Myrken.
Yeah, definitely. I know Angry
No
Birds
Kami.
felt that way for a while. Kami
Choose
being
0
the
for
Shady's like, Kami,
Myrken.
get out of here with that downplay, bro. I don't want to hear the Luke downplay. So I'd be seeing it.
Chase him down there with a drive rush delay just in case the extension kicks there from Poppy as well. Now we're back to the footsie game here. And again, the sandblaster placements up close are fine because Hazanchu's not that much of a threat, but this range here and max distance has becomes a little bit different. Chase him down for the stance cancel to spin him back.
Penny bar kick.
From Poppy there. Perry, we're just going back to the neutral. Myrken back to the corner though. He's got to be a little bit careful. Poppy not committing to any option right now. Ooh.
No, they shock it too.
There's a throw. No throw loops here, but
Take the
a
throw.
stop with the meaty crouch hard punch.
On the jump out, got it for free as well. So now Myrken's able to take the corner.
Cancel there, but there's the cancel there, Rich.
Oh, that crouch medium kick. Speaking of money buttons,
Oh,
that
he built
jump
level 2. He just built level 2 in time, but I don't think he knew it. Wasn't looking at his bar there.
Yeah, wasn't able to confirm and react in time. Poppy here, he's picking his spots so carefully. He's been committing to such little action.
Because I think there's more to lose as a Chun-Li player in the neutral than there is Luke.
I can see that.
You have to commit to Hazanchu. With Luke, you can
Yeah.
jump, and even if you don't get the fireball, you still jump.
And I mean, that jump in, I think, has been living in his head as well. You can rarely see any Kokokins here. Doesn't want to take that risk.
Drive rush cancel, try to delay it as well, but Poppy delayed his parry. Sandblaster coming in, but the drive rush cancel.
Bien, round para Poppy. Finalmente se despertó.
When you have the life lead, when you got that vitality to work with, you can slow things down, and Myrken can get aggressive when he wants to. Because no drive rush stand medium punch, gets the counter hit confirmed. Good awareness there on that, because the Luke players need to be optimizing that now, getting their back roundhouse conversions from drive rush cancel stuff.
Absolutely on Poppy. Keeps tagging him with the crouch medium kick, but some damage left on the table there.
Look at that.
There's a throw.
Take the throw.
He tried.
No, la mata.
Yeah, been all that meters.
Match point para
into the next
Myrken.
round. We watching our bank account go up.
Now they both got level 3s here as well. Again, I was about to. I said,
Bye, punish.
It's with Vulcan Blast.
Oh, yeah, I imagine he just wanted another sandblast.
Take
Maybe
the throw.
level 1. He ended up getting the DP instead.
Rush cancel again. He's been getting caught low all the time here.
Mini bar kick.
Not lost out just yet. He did try to hold up. Gets the counter hit conversion. Into the
Perfect.
into the regular one.
Oh,
he's
La
done.
mata,
He's dead.
la mata,
Yeah, he's done.
la mata.
I think he
Perfect.
Kicks because of the down motion, right? He only got the crouch button.
La mata.
And Myrken is going to run away with this set 2-0.
Tácate. 2-0.
Total domination for the vast majority.
Así que tenemos ya confirmado el top 8 winners. Phenom versus Lord Venom, JP versus Ken. Y luego Juicy Joe versus Myrken. Va a ser Luke versus JP.
Who knows? This region should be ready for JP on paper, but on the day, completely different. Unlucky there to Poppy. He drops down into the losers bracket there. But yeah, like I said, basically at the start, Kikoken placements are a vital part of it. If you play footsies incorrectly, Luke has the buttons to challenge you there. You know what? Level 1 can punish Kikoken. That's why I can see
Lo que se viene. Ahora vamos con el loser side.
And he wasn't too liberal or too comfortable with the sandblasters either because Hazanchu, but then again, we seldom saw that anyway. So this was actually almost a perfect performance from Myrken, from a Luke perspective.
Yeah, absolutely. Like, there wasn't really much that I could say that he did wrong, right? Even when he was getting clipped, it was like these moments where Poppy was taking advantage of, like, He hit a sandblast from mid-range, and that probably was just pressing crouch medium kick on hit, right? Which is a great button to press on hit.
Of course.
It's disjointed, 7 frames, low, all kinds of great stuff about it. So that's kind of where he got some hits here and there.
Tampoco. Está todo tranquilo.
Besides that, it was all Myrken, and it really felt like that first jump in early on in that round.
Ok, ahí quedó armado el top 8 winner side. Tenemos dos de Polonia, un noruego y un sueco.
And it was just all in control for him from there.
So, this is what the top 8 winner side is looking like right now.
Vamos con el loser side.
Are living up to their name. But hey, we got other top 3. Depending on who you ask characters
You know what I'm saying?
Vamos por el otro, el lower bracket.
Depends. We'll see where this discussion goes.
This region is cheap. 2 JPs, Ken and Chun Li in top 4.
This region wants to win. Let's be nice to them now. Let's be nice to them.
As a fellow tier enthusiast, I am just admiring the region's character selection. That's all.
I thoroughly respect it. But when we're going to be dropping down into the losers bracket now.
The lower bracket viene Genies contra Infinite, luego Ixion contra Chinoo, Banja contra KingFunk y Nezumi versus Hercules Shulk.
Now these guys can start playing. We're going to have JNS going up against Infinite. Now this should be, if I'm not mistaken,
Dhalsim versus Guile. Grecia contra Suecia.
So JNS is the older brother.
Oh, okay.
JNS is the older brother. So when he goes up against JP, you imagine he has enough JP experience. And obviously Juice struggling with Dhalsim, he has adequate Dhalsim experience. Infinite. 22? Okay, this is new. I barely know anything about this guy, but it's good to see. He's using, I think, a top 3 character. Guile is in my top 3.
Yo, my man, I'm going to dap you up on that one. You know what I'm saying?
Listen, they're not going under the radar here, at least in my book anyway.
You can't escape our eyes, our radar.
However, I have heard this is a very...
22 años contra 29 años.
Yeah, definitely.
From what we've seen in ICFC anyway in Europe, so.
Absolutely.
Aquí vamos.
Has ways to kind of frustrate Guile and just make him uncomfortable. Like you have to play against Dhalsim very differently than a lot of the other characters.
Dhalsim versus Guile. Matchup interesante.
Check you trying to set up shop with a long range button. It just really throws off your rhythm.
Voy a ir por Genies.
And anytime you make a player play differently on their character, that's when I feel like the matchup is a little annoying, right? Whether it's like 6-4, 5.5, even if it's even, when you have to play it differently, it's annoying.
Después de esto viene otro match y se viene corte de 5 minutos. Aquí vamos. Dhalsim versus Guile. Grecia contra Suecia.
But yeah, with this matchup here, obviously you know Dhalsim can float over the sonic booms with the extra variant. Nice jump.
Flash kick.
The extra variant Dhalsim has is he can do yoga combat.
Perfect.
Nice. No flash kick charge though.
No flash kick charge, but I'm loving the way Infinite is playing this so far, right? He is trying to stay in Dhalsim's grill. What a throw though on the overhead attempt.
Yoga fire.
That was clutch, man. He's got him low on the drive meter as well.
Yoga fire.
The parry, he could have built back a lot there.
Yoga.
Still holding it. He's gonna get thrown soon. He's not careful.
¡Oh, qué buena!
And that's it. That's plus. Yeah, gets the throw. Can he get him?
Yoga slap.
Oh, he's gonna do a roundhouse from the jump.
Hark no funciona contra proyectiles y se mató solo. Primer round para Genies. Qué buena el Dhalsim. El Dhalsim de Suecia. Aunque va a doler que el único griego que llegó al top 16 se vaya. Esto va a doler bastante. Flash kick. Ok.
Never let it go again. Infinite was rushing him down and giving him mad problems. He's spinning the bar, but JNS, I don't think he's that upset with it, right? If he gets lower on the drive mirror, he knows Guile's not going to have access to that anymore, and he'll really be able to control the neutral.
Nice hold of the parry there to avoid the mix-up from the EX Yoga Flyer. And he's burnt out here, JNS, but he's completely fine with doing that. He's got a level 3 to work with here as well. Too far to connect off the Yoga Flame.
The other side.
You got to be careful with that jump.
No. Dry impact quebrado.
Very, very lucky.
No.
He can pop out the... No, okay, he's got his bar back.
Predictable. No llegó a nada con el perfect parry. Strike.
He can teleport in if you're not careful.
No.
The Sonic Boom yellow version is so fast.
Final round del primer set. ¿Será Infinite o Genies que abrirá el marcador?
So JNS gonna need to pull the brakes a bit. Didn't get the force knockdown conversion there, unfortunately. Trying to make it a true string off those lights.
Perfect.
Got these golden booms in my camo pockets.
Flash Kiko.
There you go, drive rush cancel. He's going to go to level 3. Still not there, but he's about to burn himself out here, JNS, if he's not careful.
Predictable.
Hey, Infinite will do it for you.
Flash
Level
kick.
3.
Yeah, actually holding on to it for
Flash
now.
kick.
Not sure if he just wants to save it for a kill combo or the next one. Either way, though, JNS
Level 3.
out now. Gets the level 3 implemented. A lot of recovery on that burnout meter as well. He's in a prime
No lo
spot.
mata, pero lo deja en burro y le paraliza la barra.
Here at the very least. Now he's got to be careful going forward. Oh, no.
That's huge. That
Lo
might be
mata,
the game.
lo
That
mata.
actually might be the game.
1-0 para Infinite.
Three-piece into the CA. It's going to put him on life support.
KO.
Pull the plug on him. Infinite with the first game.
1-0 para el Infinite de Grecia.
Jump-ins into simple combos into level 3 are just that much more ferocious. They do a colossal amount of damage.
Strike!
Again, if
Perfect!
you're keeping your strings tight, Infinite will do the splash kick. He's just straight your strings tight, damn it!
Straight up. Give me a block string that is true, not false.
Burn out.
Oh, perfect.
Flash
right
kick.
there. It's been last gauge.
Pero
Just to get that drive in
ambos
back
en
going. Now
burno.
JNS ends up burning himself out here. I think that's a result of
Perfect.
frustration.
Yoga Fire, and he has got an incredible life here. He could just sit there and
Yoga
if he wants
Fire.
to. Just sit there. Sonic Blades out. He's about to get his dry gauge before JNS does. He might be able to close the gap if he gets the Sonic Cross. That one was avoided because it was too fast.
Exactly. Use the OD version since he got the dry meter back. Felt like he could use it liberally.
Strike! Perfect.
Don't show me this face.
Strike! Match point para
No
Infinite.
gaps here. We wear designer brands, man.
I don't know how he hasn't clocked on to, okay, he's just going to flash kick everything I do.
That's what I'm saying.
It's an invincible move. He knows this is a terrible matchup for him. Make it difficult as can be. You're making this too easy for him.
100%. We got to get it tightened
Yoga
up
Fire.
right now from JNS.
Hiya.
Now the OD Comet. Oh,
Sweet.
perfect
Predictable.
parry.
Okay, do you know what? He did the sweep. I've never seen that conversion before, but he did the sweep.
That was sick in as much damage as he can from that distance.
Comments there as well. Close the gap is Infinite here. He wants to close this out.
Yugaka.
So JNS can no longer be in the tournament.
No.
That guy was smelling blood, fam. All the
Uy, la
way down
adivinó el
the combo.
teleport.
He can activate Solid Punch if he gets close enough.
Oh, yeah. That's going to be massive
No.
chip damage.
Let's see if he gets close enough. The Buzu can lead. There's the conversion. He's
Flash
got level
kick
3,
off.
so he's got a choice here, Ringe.
Yeah, I think he's going to save it for the level 3. That's what he's been looking for before. I would like to see the level 2 activate, but right now JNS
Bien.
has gotten his drop
Recuperación
back.
de
Oh,
barra.
he
Oh, le
got
hizo el
no
shimmy
body.
y no, lo
Just
mató.
the
Lo
recovery
mató.
of the fireball. That's gonna be it.
Lo mata. 2-0. Genies es eliminado del torneo y Infinite pasa.
There you
Oh, my
have
bad.
it.
Why did I say Myrken? I don't know.
Bro, remember from the
I was
last
I was looking at my notes and it had Myrken right here, but yes, Infinite. Thank you for correcting
He
me.
was in the zone there. Well played. Like I said, I don't think this is a good matchup for Guile, but I think Infinite played it from the Guile perspective, of course, of being highly aggressive, using the DI.
Genies es eliminado. El único griego que queda clasificado para la ronda 2 del top 16 losers.
So it's like true strings. You're a bit too excessive with the yoga flow.
El único Dhalsim que llegó aquí eliminado. Eliminado del torneo.
But no, full credit to Infinite. The first round looked incredibly bleak when the first flash kick, the first or second flash kick missed, and then everything else from that point just connected.
Again and again, the OD flash kicks were the correct read. All of the block strings need to be facts and not fiction, right? Everything that we saw that wasn't jailing him up, that gave him an opportunity to press something, as long as he had drive meter available, the OD flash kick was there. So yeah, when you're on the other end of that, you have to recognize.
Vamos con el siguiente match ahora. Ixion contra Chinoo.
For committing to so many OD flash kicks, but we just couldn't get there in time, and it is a 2 out of 3 set. Infinite versus PopiBlueBeast set up for
Ixion contra Chino. Poppy de Blue contra Infinite. Hostia, si Ixion o Chino ganan, se tienen que enfrentar a Veggey. Y si Banja o KingFunk ganan, se tienen que enfrentar a RikeMansBarnet. Y el que gane Nezumi Hercules Shulk se enfrentará a ShadyImpostor. Bueno.
I haven't actually seen Chino for a very long time. Like I said, he actually came down to one of the winner stays on when it was done at the office. We did like a 5v5.
Oh, okay.
Sweden versus the UK, I think it was.
Y aquí vamos, que va a ser un Ken versus DJ, 33 años y 31.
Ixion,
Duelo
he's
sueco.
been, obviously, as the games go by, he has to dance around the cast because obviously dance is tried and true. He's one first love when it comes to Street Fighter.
He's got like the Nash haircut though going on, right?
Yeah, he loves Charlie. He used to cosplay as.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
When it was to DreamHack events, I believe was
that's
in
sick. Okay.
Europe. But then obviously he's playing DJ in this game now. He is a regular streamer. He did have a tournament not too long ago. I think it was called. Okay, I'm gonna spell it. It's TIDDI. I'm not gonna say it because I don't want to get in trouble.
TD Tournament.
Fair enough.
I'm just gonna spell it. That's it.
Well done, Jammers.
I'm keeping it PG here. But yeah, he hosted the tournament, which I believe Ending Walker won. So shout out to Ending Walker. And yeah.
Walker. Well, we also have a quote from Ixion. Speaking of which, so I want to see what he's got to say
A
today.
ver.
I'm very excited to play versus Chinoo. We met many times during the SF4 era and had lots of tournament matches in the past. He usually beat me. It'll be interesting to see what character he uses here.
Well, from the notes that the production team gave us before, I believe he has a Ken alongside Marisa.
Ooh, Marisa.
I respect it.
I like where this guy's head's at.
You like the color red, you like your aggression. I like
Oh,
it.
yeah,
It's like
boy.
like one of those Spanish bulls.
Marisa.
Yes. We'll see if...
That's how you beat me.
Marisa o Ken, de parte de
Just
Chino.
watch me drive rush to my death.
We'll probably see a replica of what we saw at the top of the hour, which is ShadyImpostor and Phenom, Ken versus DJ. We might see that again here. I can expect that.
So.
Chino was very aggressive in Street Fighter 5 when I watched him play anyway.
Okay.
It's still there, and I do feel that the players that were aggressive, but players better than you were able to thwart your process in terms of approaching them.
Yes.
This system has basically accentuated your aggression.
Yes.
It said, hey, we knew you were aggressive.
Yeah.
Here, have some more.
The combination of the system mechanics and it still being early on in the game's lifespan,
Right.
like those players are flourishing right now. They are popping off and they are having much success. So I'm looking for Chino to have a big set here.
Yeah, for sure. We're going to see how this one unfolds as we get this loaded up here. Now, I have bumped into Ixion once or twice online. Obviously, I haven't got a main character yet, so I dance around the cast, of course.
Jammers,
what do you want?
Why are you denying the JP thing?
I actually been dabbling with him.
Your name's already Jammers. We just got to make up a P to get on the end of it, and then you're JP just like the character.
Damn, that's crazy. Him and Veggey really wanted to play JP.
That's you played Poison in the last game. That's your character. Anyway.
Listen, let people talk long enough. The mask comes
Y aquí vamos, que va a ser un Ken versus
Let people
DJ.
talk long enough and the mask comes off. Anyway, I love you. This is what
Let's go.
So good, bro. I'm just, I was reminiscing the PTSD from catching the poison.
Choreorepa.
Already right there from Chino.
So he's going to basically do, make sure you can, at least when it's done from a relatively reasonable range, he'll just make sure you can aim time to see his agree. Nice sway away there, and he gets jumped into danger.
That's really rough, bro. We already in the corner. This is Ken's corner, by the way. He is Marlo Stanfield. He is Avon Barksdale. The corner belongs to him.
Oh, and there you go, the double sway punish counter. That's one of the best punish counter specials in the game in terms of getting optimization for the damage, of course.
Almost there. We're going to parry it up real quick. Oh, we've been whiffing the sunrise here. I don't know if he's trying to base something out. Either way, Chino, I love the way he's kind of switching the tempos up, and unfortunately, the heavy kick was just too early.
To be fair, though, at those ranges, and he wasn't really moving, just charge your jackknife. Jackknife is pretty much guaranteed in that scenario. Back hard kick is a brilliant normal attack anti-air, but you can still get stuffed in certain scenarios, and he's just abusing the funky slicer. I love it.
Yeah, you gotta, I like that to kind of see how the opponent's going to deal with it, right? It's one of those things you got to put out. What a perfect parry to punish, but crouch medium kick 7 frames on the other end.
Oh, that's going to work. Yeah, that is going to work. Because again, like you
Primer round para Chino.
I think she capitalized on this.
Burnout.
I'm so glad people are starting to really build to the level 3.
Okay, he goes under him. No cross cut there from Chino. But he has
Momento.
level 3. That's +2 on block.
Oh, just straight low forward fireball. Super for the first game. Chino closes it out.
Good stuff there. Now, Ixion, there was a couple of times that he actually swayed himself into danger.
Yeah.
That's unfortunate. Because again, there's various ways that DJ players are actually going into the sway now just to catch the punish counter and then land 35%. But if you get too liberal with it, too excited about it, you get DI'd, you get jumped in on. We're so going to play it ground at the moment.
Yeah, I like a couple of spots from Ixion in the first game. We saw the perfect parry into like the soul bot or whatever move it was to immediately take his turn back. It's just tough right now.
He's doing double funky slicer. The second one is the one that's getting you in danger. Drive rushes in, and then there's going to be a punish there, straight into heavy Sobat with a +2. No back hard kick anti there, and he's sweating himself into danger.
Indeed, the Just Cools, they're coming in too hot, too fast.
Double jackknife.
And now we got the corner though. Oh, give me that. Oh.
You know that sequence he did into the XS slasher plus and crouch meter punch? I think it was like a whole bar and a bit.
Yeah.
With a block.
There's draining the drive meter. Oh, the jump back noogie real quick.
He's still doing it. There you go. That's what he should have done before. The jackknife maximum anti there. Again, when you're confident, you got the lifeline, you got the spacing, just charge it. Remember, he's only limited ways to come at you. And the Marvelous Festival's going to go through the EX Fireball. He's got the beat. He's going to go for the cancel. Straight to the corner. Reset.
Yo, Ixion is cooking right now.
Resets are littered everywhere in this game. Now safe jump, and he just about pressed the button.
Perfect timing right there. He was so close just blocking the reversal.
Tried to run away there, did Ixion. Not quite working out there. Chino still looking for a clean entry point in. Juggling dash didn't quite work out there.
And you see Ixion, he's definitely like charging up the anti-air a little bit more now. Chino's been showing a lot of jumps on the Just Cool sways.
Now, when the fireball comes out, I know people feel agitated and they want to kind of counter it because they don't want you to drive rush behind it. But sometimes you can just wait and drive reversal, but jumps over it. Chino's almost burnt out here.
And that's why Ixion let the fireball loose right there. He wanted to get that burnout.
Well, Chino can get a level 3 here. Nice. Tested it.
Able to switch sides too, not have to worry about that drive impact setting him up, but he tried to move. Waits up with the jabs, no confirming to the DP.
Chase him down, gotta be careful, because Chino's still looking for a level 3 conversion. Jump back jab, that exposes yourself and he gets away. And that's gonna be the round. That should be the round. And he didn't cancel.
Didn't spin the CA. He's gonna try to do this efficiently with the green, and it pays off.
You guys are scaring the life out of me here.
Oh man, Chino now he's got 3 bars going into this round 3, and a double drive rush combo into level 3 in this game. I mean, it melts your health bar. Those rounds go so fast.
100% trying to get an arbitrary DI, didn't work out, so you've done half the work for Chino here. You spent the 2 bars, and now he is going to take off more of your drive gauge, and he might drive rush in for a meaty, unless Ixion has other plans. He baits it.
Oh yeah, he wanted the fake. I respect that. I would have done a fake as well. Jumps out, only gets a jab on the other side though.
Forward, can he give the side swap? Yeah, with the Dragon Lack. Fireball there. He's going to do some fireballs or whatnot, just replenish his dry gauge before he goes back in. Just going to be a bit patient. Yeah, before he goes back in, just be a bit patient.
And definitely patience right now. Oh, Ixion, he gets caught pressing a button. Not dead just yet, as you mentioned. Maybe with another drive rush cancel would have been closer. We want to preserve that drive meter. Cuts him off at the pass again. Chino able to take it 2-0 over Ixion.
Good spatial awareness and identification that you knew that Ixion wanted to come in after that first low forward fireball, because he immediately buffered the next one there. A little bit of impatience. I'm not sure if that covers drive rush as well as a regular dash, because usually what I see with DJs as well is, okay, he's got the fastest driver in the game, but sometimes they do hold it, and they wait for the gun to go off in the Olympics, and then they run. But yes.
Track star.
I will say my biggest problem with Ixion here, he was making a fantastic adjustment over time as the set was panning out, despite being the first to 2. It was the funky slices putting him in danger, and then when he did take Chino to the corner, I do say in this game, you can actually you're liable to do half the work for your opponent for them when it comes to consuming drive gauge, when it comes to position advantage, because we're basically playing tug at war from 99 seconds. And it's not even in specific scenarios anymore. It's actually everywhere. Yeah. Just imagine everything's push and pull.
Yeah, I think that's one of the coolest things about the game, right? Is that it's like balanced around this struggle for drive meter and the way people kind of react when they get low on drive meter, trying to burn themselves out rather than get burnt out by the block string, how they're going to represent challenging all that and whatnot. But yeah, definitely good stuff from Chino. Ixion as well, I felt like he just kind of let Chino dictate the pace a little bit too much. It felt like he was trying to react to a lot of things that just weren't coming. So Chino had a lot of openings that Ixion kind of gave him.
Of course, indeed, that's what the bracket is looking like right now. So Chino will be going up against Veggey. That'll be interesting, because one of his teammates and one of his closest compadres in this scene, in life in general, is one of the best Kens we have in the world. I'd say one of the best Kens we have in the world right now in Phenom. That'll be interesting. But we will be moving down to Banja going up against KingFunk. But before that, I have to let you guys know. if you are enjoying the action here for the CPT Online, this is not the only way to qualify for the Cup. We do have World Warriors, which have been happening from, I think it was from August, early August. It might have been early August, late August, but this is the other way to qualify for the Cup. I believe there's 26, around that number. Yeah, 26 different regions. I actually looked at the paper because it said it there. But there's 26 different regions, and there'll be 26 regional champions all competing to qualify for the Capcom Cup. And the chance to be in contention for that $1 million first place, but that $2 million prize pool overall. There's been some fantastic stuff. World Warriors everywhere. You get to learn more about the scenes, see how the meta is changing from region to region, and you get to learn more about the players in general. Please find out the respective details for your World Warrior. Obviously, we have some players, because of their life scenarios, we have them move from one place to another. But that means if you enter one World Warrior and you move to another country, you're not allowed to enter that World Warrior because you've already entered one. Oh. We have that with Rain Pro in the UK because he entered the Hong Kong one.
I see.
So he can't enter. He's not liable to enter.
Ooh, interesting.
But he is allowed in our UK CPT.
Oh. All right, well, look out for that one. Coming up in some weeks ahead of time. But, you know, Jammers mentioned getting to know the players via World Warrior. Another way to get to know the players, gather some intel on them, is Buckler's Boot Camp, a free game linked to mobile-friendly website packed with features supporting your enjoyment of Street Fighter 6. Whether you want player information, have clubs, ranking information, you want to see who's at the top of the leaderboards, for which character, it has Punk gotten every character to 2000 MR yet. This is the place you're going to find all that type of information. Again, Buckler's Boot Camp. You can scan the QR code on your screen right now for easy access. Make sure you get in touch and in tune and just get in that Street Fighter 6 sphere of information. It'll only make you a better player.
These matches have been swift, but nonetheless entertaining. We're going to take another break here to recuperate and get refreshed for these next couple of matches here. When we come back, we will be having Banja going up against KingFunk. We'll see you in a bit.
You're really making all of this by hand.
Oh yeah, the avocados are hand mashed, the chips are hand tossed, and everything is made fresh.
You make it fresh every day.
Yes, every day. The Chipotle way is we make it fresh every day.
Sounds delicious.
When inhaled corticosteroid blocks the gamma-aminobutyric acid receptors in the central nervous system, causes wide muscle contractions.
It's wonderful! It's perfect!
What to do with you now? So,
ある。はい、まず第一。まあ、それでもなお、人は愚かである。そこからじゃあどうするんですかをじゃあもう一個考えていきます。ドライブゲージが良くないって言ったんですけど、バーとしてはむしろ逆で、通常時ガードするとゲージをもらえる。そうですね。だから技をガードするっていうのは、バーに出せたらめちゃめちゃ多い。だから俺はこう、そろそろ投げてくるなと思ったらボタンを押す。そうすると、相手は打撃と投げの2択なんだけど、投げを食らって、打撃を打ち続けると、無理のゲージをもらえるのもありなのかな。モダン視点の話、ちょっとここはさせていただきます。SA があるときは守れるんですよ。これやこれすぐ出せますから。モダンだったら。じゃあ、ないときどうする？心理になってる。相手がバーンって10秒に1回間違いない。だから飛んでいい。これでもう逆に確かにね、超大ダメージ取れるんでね、狙うといいのかなとは思います。
Off camera, Rita's already said to me and Brian F, I'm only TO in 3 tournaments this year. Last year I was doing 5. A very humble brag and soft flex. The hardest working TO when it comes to World Warriors at this point, my man's Rita's. What's going on, bro?
Yo, I'm doing good. Thank you very much for having me today. Yeah, Europe North&East, Europe Nordic Baltic, and Europe East got merged, so I lost one there. And UK is done by someone else now, so that's why it's only 3 instead of 5.
Oh, only three. But that's good that, you know, you release some bandwidth for you. But yeah, that's amazing that you're able to balance all this. But before even getting into the World Warrior program, you know, you definitely rose onto our radars. And, you know, around 2020 with all the resurgence of online tournaments, starting with your own Salt Mine League. So talk a little bit about how Salt Mine League got started and kind of how it grew to what it is today.
I need to say even I don't know the full story because like Salt Mine actually existed before I even got into the fighting game community.
What?
I didn't know that.
You know, actually I only came into the
game, estamos de vuelta aquí.
Into the fighting game community with Street Fighter 5.
Retus.
Salt Mine actually existed already.
Retus. Grande Retus.
It was like a very small thing just to teach players how to learn the game. And it was still a German-only thing, like still only for Germans, but more and more people from all of Europe actually started watching our streams, even if it was in German only during that time, and even the commentary was in German. But a lot of more people said like, hey, this format is really cool, can we actually join? And then we opened it up from Europe, and since then, like we did it during the entire time of Street Fighter 5, and now Street Fighter 6, so it's also nice.
What does it mean to see, I guess, what you built with Salt Mine League Online become pretty much legitimized through CPT?
When they ask me if I can do online events and people get into Capcom Cup doing World Warrior, like I never would have, like if someone have told me I can do this at some point, I would have told him he's crazy, right? So, like, you know, like actually seeing these people who entered my events all the time and now fighting for a spot to get to Capcom Cup, it's actually really amazing.
Legitimately, Rita's like what you have done is definitely build the awareness of the community. Like we have grown to look at Salt Mine League week after week to see the trends of how players are developing, and that's because of your hard work. So I just want to say personally, thank you, because you know you helped out those players, you helped entertain us, and you helped spread knowledge, and anything that I think helps give exposure to the players and grow the scene. I always really appreciate that, and that's all due to your hard work. So personally, thank you, Ritas.
It means a lot to me, thank you very much.
Ritas, you're one of the hardest working people in the scene, bro, and we appreciate you, family.
Ok,
Welcome back to
continuamos.
Capcom Pro Tour 2023. Again, this is the top 16 for Europe, North, and East. And I just want to give a big shout out to Capcom and No Neutral for getting Ritas on that segment. Definitely, as Rob just said, one of the hardest working men in the business, brings us countless hours of entertainment running the Salt Mine League. And just one of the most wholesome people I've ever met in the FGC. Definitely has a great heart, so big ups to Ritas and everybody involved with that, man. But yes, we already have our top 16, our top 8 winners side determined, right? Yep. We are getting through the first round of top 16 losers right now. We got 2 matches left to go, and they're going to be 2 bangers for sure.
And of course, like we said, we teased it before the break, but now we're actually going to get into the meat and bones of this. It will be Banja going up against
Banja contra KingFunk se viene ahora.
Loser side in looking like right now. So of course, out of these next 2 matches we have here, one player has to go. Whether it be Banja, KingFunk, or Nezumi. And apologies, I did pronounce this wrong. I got an update during the break that said, Jammers, you've got to pronounce this name correctly. Let me try it. Hercules Hulk.
That's right.
There you go.
Get your anime agenda. Take it back with you home to the UK.
That's
all right. This is.
I'll have you know, I didn't bring any.
You didn't bring any reading material. I find that hard to believe, but we will get to that one in a minute, as we alluded to. Banja and KingFunk is the next one. And what did KingFunk
Ok, se viene Banja contra KingFunk. JP versus Blanka. Ricardo Blanka.
KingFunk is JP. My apologies.
I'm mad. Like with a name like KingFunk, I was expecting a music-based character.
Apostar por Banja.
But you know, you can't go wrong with the JP. I respect it. Banja, on the other hand, I think you can't go wrong with Blanka as well. I think this
Ricardo
character is
Blanka.
so strong, so good. Obviously, it's got some amazing pilots with the like of Mena RD and whatnot, right? But I think the character in general, even if you take the player out of the situation, the character itself is very strong.
So, from what I do know, because both these guys, well, Banja actually played SF5 a lot through the latter stages of the game's lifespan. He was playing Ed, I believe. And then KingFunk, I don't think he really played the game after a certain point. He's come back and playing some SF6, and surprise, surprise, he's using Mr. Juggle Points in JP. But yeah, Banja, I actually see him play a fair bit with Veggey in terms of practicing. He's in his stream chat a lot of the time, and they're conversing and talking about the game. And he has a very formidable Blanka from what I'm told. It's good to actually see these guys competing here. This is a matchup I actually haven't seen in a little while. More so because we don't see Blanka as often. Do I want to call Blanka a specialist character in this game? He's always been like, obviously, certain types of people pick Blanka. If you don't want any friends.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, if you don't want any friends.
The social outcast.
Well, do you know what's crazy? Shouts to Rob in the pre-show. He did say that Rashid players are Blanka players who went to college.
Ok, aquí vamos.
And I think nobody can argue that.
That's pretty good.
Literally, you hear him say it. Like, I can't argue with that. But with Blanka in this game, the best iteration of Blanka this is everything.
No.
Because they know how to disguise what they really want to. My man called you a very special snowflake. I wouldn't even call my partner.
That's something you keep on the sidelines.
You
like,
know?
That's not in my vernacular. That's nothing, bro. I'm keeping that outside. But yeah,
said the double S, the special snowflake.
He knows.
Is that what double S in the tier list stands for?
Ok, se viene un Blanka. Se viene Ricardo Blanka. Aquí vamos, Banja versus KingFunk.
He's so right with it though, right? Like once you, just because you have experience against a certain player playing Blanka, like every person that plays Blanka in such a different way, they have different things that they want to abuse. Like the command grab for your first action on offense. Who does that?
And he already pops out the plushie. He's gonna have to block that, yeah, because it was the EX version. It does bounce, and it does gain the EX projectile priority.
Yes, it does.
That's a very interesting thing about the plushies.
Exactly, and we know that it's a projectile priority in this game, right? So the OD property, it's going to be any regular fireball at the end. Ixion gets baited out.
Banja. I thought he was going to go for a throw, but he went for a nice delayed EXA Blankable. There's the other one, plus on block. That's it.
You don't want to trade with that,
No.
buddy.
Why didn't you level 1? That would have been the round.
Yeah, he wants to keep it. You know why?
Quiere guardar
He's
el
got such a
medidor.
significant life lead. If he can go into round 2 with 2 bars in his pocket, Lightning Beast on deck, let's go to game 2.
Well, let's find out if he can do that. He's about to get his drive gauge back and ready. Nice throw tech there from Banja.
He's chilling. Oh, lets him fly. No impacts here.
He's about to get us. He might need to activate Lightning Beast on block. If he so chooses to do so early on. You can't build meter from whip specials anymore, my
Yeah,
friend.
yeah.
I tried it.
The whip Pokeball will not get you that little bit you needed, but he has it now. OD from the up ball, trying to bait out a throw attempt or an amnesia. Leg in. Oh, he just baited him out right there. Didn't even commit to anything.
Okay, that's an interesting setup there. Block, but punish kind of going to put KingFunk in burnout here. He's got to deal with this, and he just puts it in his face. This can do a lot of damage. This is going to do a lot.
Activates it. Oh, with the cross up afterwards. Into
Lo
the
mata.
DI.
No.
Okay, we alive.
De Blanka Chan lo salvó a KingFunk de la pared.
Outside of burnout, we would have gotten
1-0 para
balls
Bench.
left, but in burnout seems like there was too much block stun. But man, this guy's Blanka. Look at this, bro. The special snowflake setups coming out. The triple S.
Are you living up to the name your opponent gave you? And rare footage of Stan Roundhouse not working his hands here. Surprise, surprise against JP.
Yeah, that missile drop kick is no joke, bro. He's got the Booker T joint.
Good damage here. Going to set up with the Archer, close the gap as well. Again, I do see him jumping back a fair bit as well. And he'll only react to the Blanka ball if he sees KingFunk actually trying to do something.
Oh man, and he doesn't actually get the combo this time, but the way gets back in his face, lets out the Blanka chant. KingFunk not trying to let him activate it. Going to now.
Power.
Still got to deal with it. He's still got to deal with it.
No.
Try to jump out, Blanka chant, warning that.
Dry rush in. KingFunk's not afraid to do that. He will do dry rush into mediums, whether it be crouch medium kick or crouch medium punch. Just get things started. He can get the round here. He can definitely get the round here.
No.
And heavy kick again. Losing. Oh, left him on a pixel. How much magic you got?
You can't do overhead here. I think it's too slow.
No.
That's that heavy kick, but it's actually been getting him into trouble a little bit. We saw it lose to the big jump roundhouse, the crossover button also beat it. You see it, Banja starts to fight his footing again. I love that, by the way. The drive rush stand heavy kick, it's got a bit of a disjointed hitbox. It's so good at catching people trying to check your drive rush.
Yeah. You need to have those drive rush check answers now, as opposed to the drive rushes. Straight with the plushie, the EX version. He's been using these plushies a lot. Yeah, you never actually see Blanka run out of plushies around.
You don't, you know?
Back throw.
It's wild. Even when you're using it in neutral.
Wow. He gets side swap. Oh, he can. I don't think that's going to be the round, though.
No, but just put the Blanka chant out. Oh, you trying to escape through the air? My territory.
I think KingFunk thinks that because
Match
he's
point para
already done
Banja.
of the jump back, he's not going to do anything. And like again, the cancel window allows you to actually release the air Blanka ball as late as possible, to be honest with you.
And I like Banja's spacing on a lot of those air balls. He's even been doing non-OD air balls, but they hit so low that they haven't really been punishable or anything like that.
Uses the hot gimmick here. He's
Blanka
not parrying the
Shinigami.
lights into the electric thunder. You can interrupt those with the parry. So waiting there, drive rushing with the medium. He said he's got a lot of experience here, but again, player experience just plays as an important factor. Just
Back throw.
character experience. Gets him with the EX2 blunt. The plushie's still there, so Banja's waiting for an opportunity to activate it.
He can activate it with an OD Blanka ball just straight across, but he's not going to.
It's gone now. Yeah, it's gone. Yeah, because you're off screen.
Off the screen, Indy. Still got two in his back pocket though. Another air OD ball. Doing so good.
A la
I love
pared.
that drive impact as he lands from the jump back attempt.
Oof.
Almost wants to burn out now as well. Just hops to the other side, trying to catch him committing to something. Ends up cornering himself and burning himself out, but he's still.
KingFunk needs a level 3 here. I don't know how he's going to get it, but he's burnt himself out in the process here, Ridge. Banja's still got level 1 to work with, and that can be it, but he puts out plushie. That should have been
Da
it.
igual.
He got the neutral jump around.
Blanka wins. 2-0 para Banja. Eliminando a KingFunk.
Neutral end here. So he'll be bowing out of the tournament. Well done,
Ricardo
Banja.
Blanka. Ricardo Blanka.
Honestly, I'm impressed with what he's been doing with Blanka. To have the temerity, the gall to just throw out the plushies in neutral like that, haphazardly, and go, you know what can happen when I do activate it. And he thinks his opponent not going to react there as well.
Especially against JP, right, where the character has a lot of long-range options, whether he responds with a spike, a drive rush into one of his long-range normals. But he still found plenty of moments to do it. I think KingFunk, like he said, I got Blanka experience, but I doubt the Blanka he plays. Yeah, he was locked up right there from the burnout. You were trying to figure out like what he got locked in with.
He blocked the part of the EX plushie. Then it was stand medium punch into the drive impact. That's what it was.
I think so. And usually when the mediums into drive impact, when they're in burnout, usually there's a gap there.
Yeah.
And it's not a true block string. Usually you're able to get that wall splat. It's usually like the drive rush heavies or something like that that locks them up. But again, another situation we'll have to take a look at. more closely in the future. But KingFunk, like he said at the beginning, he has Blanka experience, but I doubt the Blanka he plays.
Y ahora vamos con el último match del ronda 1 de top 16 losers. Nezumi versus Hercules Shulk.
The intel is a gift, and sometimes it can be a curse.
100%, especially in games as volatile as Street
47. Tengo que ir por Hercules Shulk. Jugadores nuevos. Nezumi contra Hercules Shulk. El único finlandés que llegó a top 16.
This man, who he play? Honda. Okay, I was gonna say he better play Geese.
Honda versus
He's,
Rashid.
Honda, some buff character. You know? If your name Hercules Hulk, you better be juiced to the gills right there. So that's what we're seeing with the Honda. I like seeing it. Nezumi on the other end, rocking the Rashid. Obviously, I think everybody's pretty awake to how powerful Rashid is now. Definitely a strong character, can get the job done, even at the highest level of tournaments, as we just saw Gachi-kun take Singapore offline. So Nezumi looking to follow in those footsteps.
Yeah, like everyone was saying, shout out to Brutus as well. He did call it. He said, look, man, people's opinions on Rashid, they're just going to fluctuate until all he's going to take is Gachi-kun to win a major.
Rashid Shinigamis en acción.
People weren't really saying, I think one or two people said Rashid was weak, but a lot of people said, no, like, I can see the potential.
Yes,
just give it a little bit of time. There's a lot of tools to work with there, and, like, you know, Yasar is a lot more versatile than it was in SF5. I actually had this discussion with Big Bird when he came to the UK for a Red Bull event. I do stand by my opinion of I do feel SF5 version is stronger than SF6, but SF6 is more fun.
Ah, yeah, I would agree with that.
Big Bird will just say, no, I think SF6 is just better overall. In every aspect, every department.
Yeah.
And I can definitely see that from what we can see.
Yeah, I remember launch week, it was like, oh, he's kind of mid, right? Like his anti-air sucks. Like, there was a whole lot of big narrative. And it's still,
there's a whole story.
It's not the best anti-air. Even though Gachi-kun's going to Capcom Cup, there's a billion tweets and clips of him just like
Aquí vamos.
Such
Rashid versus Ricardo Honda.
But the character obviously has enough strengths to get the job done. Let's see if Nezumi can put those to use.
So he's going to jump in here, but Whirlwind Shot can actually annoy Honda on the ground. It stops the drive rush, it stops regular headbutt, so you can actually save yourself from losing one stock and drive gauge here. So that means he has to use EX headbutt or jump over them. If he tries to jump, he can jump into the heavy Whirlwind Shot and get a double.
Okay.
So I do play a bit of a Rashid myself.
Indeed. Yeah, I like your Rashid, man, but you are a JP player at heart.
Here we go. Come on, grab that.
I like that. Oh, the Oicho damage in this game is actually real, bro.
That must have been a heavy one.
Yeah, he was going for the full cheeks.
Okay, Hercules Hulk is not messing
You think somebody named Hercules Hulk ain't doing the strongest version of command grab? That's the second time he hasn't punished the Eagle Spike, and both times parry came out. So I'm assuming he's trying to drive rush, but he's not getting the input.
I think Nezumi's getting execution errors, but he's going to lose his drive gauge here. The punish kind of drive.
Ambos en burnout.
It's a command grab. He could have got a little bit more damage there. He could have sent him into the corner with a level 2.
It's about sending a message.
I think he's trying to activate
Greatest
and he's
storm.
getting Eagle Spike.
Yeah.
And you actually lose the game because of that. This is guaranteed.
No, dropió.
Lots of stuff left on the table here. My God, 2 ships.
Dos goals.
Let me get that.
Good hand slap. Boy,
Dos goals.
Hercules Hulk trying to close out this round.
Jump at
Spinny mixer.
That's why Nezumi brought out the OD reversal. Takes that out as well. Majorly punishable.
10 pence run into the spinning mixer. Yes, watch out for a super.
Oh,
no.
Out of it, still alive for now. Nezumi though, he can't take any chip. The Eagle Spike again not punished. Hercules Hulk, he had the driver spear to get him and find the drive impact regardless and hold on to the game.
On the
I don't think I've ever seen an entire game of Eagle Spike unpunished.
Eagle Spike is about -57, so whatever you want to do, you can do.
Eagle Spike.
You know?
Nezumi's here to have a good time. He's not here to stay a long time.
Nice sweep. It's the type of people I'm trying to know. Ooh, the Mustang, you try to do something. The drivers was there, overhead parried.
Dos goals.
Perfect throw. Okay, it looked like it was a little bit too late for the mix-up.
Spinny mixer.
Safe jump right there. Oh, pop off.
Time to do pain, dog.
They tried to do something. Look like maybe a wake-up world.
Match point para Hercules Shulk.
Hercules Hulk is literally running rampant, being aggressive here, making sure Nezumi doesn't have any chance to play. Nezumi's still trying to find his footing here. Wake up to that. He's got to send it straight to the corner. And he spent bar. He could have got the same amount of screen carrying to preserve the bit of drive gauge there, but I think he's fine activating your soft.
Greatest storm.
Put it out for the tornado out. Oh, tried to look like throw, but either way.
You got to convert from this. Right. Oh, he's in the wrong way. That's unfortunate.
Oh, they just jabbed the jump over attempt. Wakes up with a DI again. We are
Spike
swinging right now, bro. Swinging for the fences.
Spike.
No base hits here. Only home runs attempted. Punish counter.
Muerto.
Goes over the wall.
The shimmy with the stand roundhouse. That button's actually amazing in terms of with punishing as a punish counter, by the way. Limited juggle, but it's amazing what it does. Very good cyclone.
Ooh, spirit. Right there, absorbing the jump in with the armor. No punish on the spring. Good damage.
Algo de sumito.
Los
Goy. No, se mató solo. Perfect. Onda, güey.
There you have it there. Another swift 2-0 here in this.
Another 2-0. Puros 2-0.
Sometimes he's trying to find his footing, and I do understand the trials
all
and tribulations of
2-0.
trying to get level 2 out and you get Eagle Spike, and then you lose the game for that. However, I don't think an Eagle Strike was punished.
No,
I don't think.
From what I recall, none of the Eagle Spikes were punished. He was able to land one that was like right in his face. But yeah, man, it's a hard.
You hungry? You need some beef.
Negative 57 was facetious, but it is up there though. It's like minus 20 or
It's
something
double
like that.
digits. It's enough to get a full drive rush or even a drive impact.
Yeah, exactly. So it is one of the most punishable moves in the game. You can usually pick whatever you want to do, but it's just one of those things that you don't expect the opponent to just bring it out in neutral. So maybe that threw Hercules Hulk off on the punishes. Either way, though, didn't throw him enough. Didn't throw him off enough to lose the set. So well done from our Honda player.
Of course, and I was told as well about Hercules Hulk that he is actually an old school Honda player from SF4. He's a Honda loyalist. Shout outs to Olvaha, one of my co-hosts of the show.
Infinite versus Poppy the
Took a
Beast.
break from SF5. Looks like he's come back here, and it looks like he's come back in full force.
That's
with
right.
That game I've just seen, and he's going to be going up against ShadyImpostor.
Uf, Poppy the Beast contra Infinite.
DJ versus Honda there.
O Chun-Li versus Guile.
Get there, of course.
Indeed.
Right, so we should be getting PopiBluebeast going up against.
Y aquí vamos. Guile versus Chun-Li.
Show us before. Again, if you leave any sort of gap, we'll just flash kick. Hopefully, Poppy adjusted. Hopefully, he watched from the sidelines, took copious notes of that matter, and will try to make his strings as tight as possible, or just not cancel into anything. That's all. Just press the button and whatnot.
What's interesting to me is I feel like we see a lot of young players play Guile, and I don't know why that strikes me as odd. Like, I just feel like he's such an old man character, 2 moves, like, been in the game since the beginning, but it's always like Kaba and Du, and this player's 22 years old, right? Higuchi, like a lot of the young players end up gravitating towards Guile. It's very interesting to me.
Well, maybe because maybe it could be aesthetic reasons, maybe they like the combo flexibility. I'd say Guile's in the pool of characters, not probably Guile as the character, but I definitely think the pool. If we're talking about Street Fighter 6 alone, I think they gravitate towards like Ken, Luke.
Yeah,
I'll definitely throw Guile into the mix there as well.
Nubenheimer's another very young player that plays Guile, like just a lot. So yeah, I'm looking forward to this one though. We'll see if Poppy. We talked a little bit about off camera. I think that he might go with the Cammy rather than the Chun in this matchup.
Yeah,
but we shall see.
I think so, only because we did have Rain Pro and Hurricane go up on sets of 1st to 10, and obviously those two faced each other at EGX. I've seen it here and there. I remember at Gamers 8 when we were there, myself and Braden commentated Du versus Punk. And it looks like that Cammy can get into Guile a fair bit, especially in this game. Quick spin knuckle going through sonic booms. The dive kick causing a nightmare. Hurricane actually taught us some new tech in the matchup. Actually, you might see it here, you might not. So, when you jump at Guile at the cross-up angle, what you do is you jump, and right at the arc, you do the dive kick, and the flash kick goes the regular way. It doesn't swap sides. So basically, his flash kick whiffs, you get a raw drive rush punish, and then they get scared as to what to do, and they have to focus on air throwing you or doing something else. So that was some tech he showed us there as well.
So, to build onto that point right quick with that certain piece of tech, in my opinion, like what Guile wants to do, right, is that you could like kind of sit there and react to Cammy, right? Like, you know, you don't get too overzealous with the booms. That way you can react to the spin knuckle, react to the jump ins. But if she's got that piece of tech where you could dive kick at the peak of the jump,
apex,
the apex, the apex of the jump. Like the flash kick kind of being nullified like that, I think that makes you commit more to sonic booms on the ground, right? You can't just sit there and react to whatever aggressive offense she's doing. So I'm very interested to see how this plays out, especially if we do see that tech from Poppy.
Yeah, we'll see. Again, he could stick with the Chun-Li because, again, throughout the tournament, I believe he's been using classic Chun. I think you have to face 3 JPs back-to-back to get to the top 16, then face Myrken, and then come to this point. And it will be difficult regardless, but hey, I can't wait to see it.
Yeah, and Chun-Li's got some of her own answers, right? We got the Hazan Shu, maybe if she can able to get the fireball into the driver shot, but that's gonna be nullified a bit by Guile's own game, right? With the Sonic Booms, the Sonic Blades as well, if they're properly timed, kind of absorbing the fireballs, putting something behind it.
Do you know what's
Aquí
crazy?
vamos.
I didn't
Guile
realize
versus...
until I
Oh,
watched, Kaba versus Brian D. How big the hurt boxes around Sonic Blade was. A lot of sweeps can catch it. Cat's got pretty good sweep. I like the way Punk uses it.
She's got a great sweep, I think. Like, yeah, and Punk makes it look otherworldly. Like, the way he whip punishes with that button is just ridiculous.
So it goes here. All right, yes, he has gone with the Kami here. Much better pick here. Now, that Sunrise is -4, so you misspace it. That crouching jab with the flash kick should do the trick, but sometimes I do feel Sonic Boom placements get into more trouble. Nice whip punish there.
a la pared, el
Yeah,
Guile.
that's definitely a button that Kami's going to represent from that rage where Guile likes to throw
Back
Sonic
throw
Boom.
y
That's
punish
an
counter
unfortunate
encima.
misdive
Here, low forward. He tried to shimmy.
Strike! Perfect!
Yeah, we already saw that was the story of Infinite's last game. If there was a gap, he was filling it with
Vaya
a
la
flash
bol.
There you go. We saw Poppy. They pressed stand phase, but didn't cancel it into
Take the
anything.
throw.
He's about to lose this round if he's not careful because he is getting burned out here.
Nah.
Oh, it just tried to inch
Primer
forward.
round para
It's getting tagged
Infinite.
by the low immediately.
Drive rush in, try to get a jab there, but with punish there from Poppy into the spiral arrow, taking him straight to the corner, and delay tech there from Infinite.
Yeah, that was unfortunate for Infinite. He like tried to press a really early drive rush button, hoping to catch the check attempt, but Poppy just pressed right after.
Take the
Chase
throw.
him down from his throw as well, but he's going to set up Sonic Boom, and he hits Sonic Boom into the blade. Now we're going to get nasty with that Sonic Boom game.
They even set up a Sonic Blade and then jumping in, right? Just trying to keep Poppy
Come
on
on.
and then drain the drive bar to set up this level 2. I think he wanted to wait a
Take
second
the
because
throw.
there's level 3 on Kami's side, right? Didn't want to immediately commit to
Take the throw.
He probably
Con
wanted to do a
reset
drive rush
ahí.
because saw parry come out.
Oh, okay.
So he probably wants the drive rush to take advantage of the pressure.
Strike!
I'm not sure if he gets a frame trap from the activation into a drive rush, that medium punch. Trade!
Oh, and he does combo off of it. Great awareness from Infinite.
Poppy's got to be careful not to jump or level 3 from full screen because full screen level 3 doesn't catch projectiles, or certain projectiles anyway.
Be careful, and the upside down.
1-0 a favor de Infinite.
So I'll tell you something interesting, right? One thing I find very interesting and annoying at the same time is upside down kick is -8.
Yeah.
Now, if you do that at max distance, that's fine because I don't think there's much Kami can do. However, if they change the frame rate on that to like -9, then it becomes you can't use that move at all because Kami's level 1 and level 3 are 9 for
Holy-
so that means that
holy crap.
in the match, you can go, okay, I'll throw an upside down kick here if it's well spaced. And that's the thing. Sometimes you'll just get characters where
Esto está siendo
no one's
bastante
gonna be
rápido.
abused against them because their go-to or very good punishing tools are 1 frame slower than what is said on the tin.
And then that gives you the green light to abuse that button, abuse that option, right? You're like, okay, no matter what, as long as my spacing is on point, I don't have to worry about this big reward that my opponent usually gets.
Yeah, and you got to be careful as well because a lot of people are doing, low forward drive rush because you can do that. It's one of the most powerful tools, one of the most prevalent tools we have in SF6.
Sí,
but
no, sigue
moves
con
like
Kami,
Chun-Li's
cambio de
forward edge
escenario.
game, Guile's upside down kick as well. There are no questions. You get in trouble if you misplace them.
Yeah,
so.
the Sobot as well. I see the Sobot go over a
Oh,
lot.
well, upside down
Medium
kick.
kicks, yeah. Like, and Kami, she's got a good crouch medium kick. She's got a great sweep, right? The Kamis are looking for those crouch buttons. So
Dale la bol.
I expect to see the upside down kick and Sobot well represented.
Rotate there, generates a bit of space to pop out the Sonic Blade. That is mad active.
Yeah, he just let it sit there. And then dash forward, right? Get some breathing room outside the corner.
That's +1. The drive rush stand phase. Going to get a conversion here into the cannon spike. Going to get some frame advantage as well, and that should be the round.
That had to be like the last recovery frame on the throw, too. He still got the punish counter out. I thought he was going to be too slow for a second.
Well, I think they're like, what, an odd 30 frames with recovery?
Something like that, yeah. It is a significant window for sure.
You see that Poppy's doing true strings now for low forward?
The Chusiro.
Just to set up the tick throw now.
Yeah, to not get flash kicked
Oof.
in the gap. Well done.
La Sobat.
That's again. Upside down kick. And remember, if they get hit by these heavies, their health gauge is going down, but their drive gauge is preserved. If you block it, that's a different story, see?
Yeah, it's a double
Flash
game
kick.
both ways, and what a response to the dive kick there.
Predictable.
He even said predictable.
There you go. And I love it. Any combo that's got Guile stand fierce in it, you know the damage is coming from it regardless. So
Get off me.
Predictable.
should be alright from here. a bit too close. The conversion to level 3 is coming. The wall splash.
No!
That should be the round. Not quite.
No.
Oh, no, it is.
Yeah, he got the level 1 afterwards.
No.
Puts her on a pixel. Sonic Blade set up. Oh,
No.
and the throw bait.
Match point para Infinite.
Does he run out of juggle points then? Because I'm pretty sure after the heavy Sonic Hurricane, he did get flash kick.
Flash kick.
Maybe he ran out of juggle points there because it was a wall splat. I'll check that later. That's actually interesting.
Amazing. Oh, Poppy has been pretty good defensively up against the throw bait tech. He finally cracked the end of the last round.
Oh, if that was a jump fierce. Maybe if that was a jump fierce. Oh, yeah.
Baited, bro. And just not even gonna level 3 or drive rush cancel, but either way, he's still very much in control. Oh, yeah,
Lo mata, lo mata.
Let me get one more. You dead? Nah. What up?
Dive kicks, the upside down kick, converts straight into Delta Red Assault, the level 3.
Juicy occurs.
50 caliber comes out.
Broken.
Ooh, fire. And that will be one apiece here between these two. So that means that one's got to go home, and it's not looking too good.
The curse has been broken.
The dive kick placements are coming out. They're coming a little bit better here for Poppy. That means Ethan has to be a little bit more cognizant of what normal and what projectile to use at a certain range.
Flash kick.
Flash kick though. Good start.
He's doing a great job, I think. Infinite.
Take the throw.
I think his rhythm on the booms, his offense, I like it. He's not committing. He's not getting too anxious. The flash kick's a bit on point. I say that though, didn't have it there. He was walking back from the sonic boom, so no down charge.
Yeah, there from Poppy. There's an dive kick. You can air throw the dive kicks, by the way. So I respect him doing a neutral jump, trying to air throw attempt. He's a bit too far though. Level 1, Gyro Drive Smasher. I'm not sure this is going to close out.
No lo mata, lo deja con un píxel de vida. Ahora sí lo mata. Match point para PopiBlueBeast. PopiBlueBeast. Poppy. Finalmente se rompió el 2-0.
You see the true block streaks coming out, and immediately people love throwing their projectiles after the throw tech.
Yeah, so good choice there to actually commit to the quick spin knuckle. It's a nice 30% from that.
Oh,
couldn't press stand fierce, but yeah, he wasn't focused on that. He's probably waiting for a jump.
Yeah.
So again, I think Poppy's waiting for that level 2 to come through. He's weighing it out here. That is safe on block.
Dive kick ended up getting caught during the startup.
Any conversion, Poppy could go into level 2 and close this out. With a crouching light kick there from Infinite. He's about to build level 3 himself here, Ringe.
Indeed, and that's going to be a lot of damage threatened, especially with the anti-air. He can start walking back a little bit more liberally, but he's not going to get that chance.
Lo mata. Y PopiBlueBeast elimina Infinite del torneo y se clasifica top 8 loser side. Ok, viene el último corte ahora. Viene el último corte de 5 minutos antes de empezar los últimos 3 matches que nos faltan.
If you don't keep your strings tight. And of course, I like his offensive capabilities as a player. I'm definitely going to note down that
normal y aquí en YouTube normal. Entonces estamos todos perfectos.
I really liked his offense on Guile as well, right? We saw in the very first game he was up against Dhalsim, right? And against Dhalsim, it's a little bit tougher for Guile to just sit back and play his traditional defensive zoning game. And he never even tried to play that. He was like, I'll just get in your face, I'll be aggressive, I'll jump at you with Guile, I'll just do things that make you uncomfortable. And in this set as well, I thought he put up a great fight, slugged it out with Cammy, didn't just get overwhelmed trying to play defense. Those are my favorite type of Guiles. That's why I like Do, because Knuckle Do is always willing to go on the offense, switch up the rhythm. He has just as good of an offensive Guile as he does defensive Guile. And I think those are the DNA strands that I see in Infinite's play.
Of course, so Poppy is the first player in the loser's side to book their place in the top 8 there. But who will he go up against? Veggey or Chinoo? We can talk about that match soon.
Veggey.
However, like I said, we love high-level competition, and I hope you guys love high-level competition as well. 2 weeks of this has already happened, but it still continues, and that is, ladies and gentlemen, SFL. Street Fighter League, baby. SFL US Episode 3 should be happening Wednesday coming. And of course, the time of when the stream goes live has changed. What was it before, Ridge?
It was 9 p.m. Pacific time. Praise be to the Capcom overlords. They heard our cries from the rooftops trying to get an earlier time, and they did just that. So again, new time starting next week. It's going to be 4 p.m. Pacific time. Vicious and Tasty Steve on the mic and all that. But Capcom Europe also announced something that's coming up soon as well, right, James?
A SFL Europe 2023 is coming soon. I believe the date was announced on there as well. November 17th. It's actually not a long way away. Hope you can stick around. All the action there. Make sure you follow Capcom 5 on the respective social media outlets, the Twitch and the YouTube. But yes, just to reiterate, the new time for SFO US is Wednesdays, 4 p.m. PDT. That means that's midnight for me. The old time, I could wake up in the morning. But now, I could go to bed, Street Fighter. Either way,
Yeah.
it works out.
Dubs all around for sure on the time change. Big ups to Capcom for that. And now I want to talk to you all about Pockets. You know, you heard me talk about Buckler's Boot Camp earlier. Pockets is a little mini game where you can develop
Pensé
your
que era
character by
Chipotle.
training cute little dot pixel type droids. Definitely check it out. It's definitely something that just kind of companions the Buckler's Boot Camp. Just gives you something else to do in that little sphere while you're gathering information and intel on Street Fighter 6 and the players that play the game.
Okay.
Of course, keep an eye out for that as well. And of course, last
Ahí
but not
está.
least, like I said, we talked about Chipotle before. It's back.
Carne
It's
asada.
Capcom Pro Tour here as well. And as you can see, limited time only. You can get the carne asada. It is there with tender cuts of steak. That's right. With lime, cilantro, and signature spices. I read that off the sheet.
That's
I'm
right.
gonna tell you now, I'm not going to expose myself and pretend I knew what that was.
My favorite part about the copy we have is that carne asada back on the grill for a limited time is in all caps. It's in all caps on our sheet. That's how we know it's limited time. You got to go out and get the carne asada while it's there to get personally one of my favorite cuts of meat, so I'll definitely be hitting that up after this early morning CPT. But for right now, I gotta go scrounge together something while we take our last break of the day before we finish out top 16. Right, we'll have a break after we finish top 16. But yeah, man, we are blazing through the bracket. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back with more Street Fighter 6.
Chipotle's carne asada is back. It's our most tender cuts of steak, grilled and seasoned with cumin, oregano, and coriander. Finished with fresh lime and hand-chopped cilantro. Carne asada. This is our best steak ever.
Street Fighter 6. Fighting is an art. And this is our canvas. Here we flex our style, our passion. Our creativity. Our skills. We come here to break rules, to bend minds, to change the game. This is where we make an impression. This is where we make our masterpiece. Available now.
I present the Hunter from Phenom.
A ver, voy a buscar esto mientras tanto, antes de que empiece el último set de matches del top 16. A ver. Momento, ya voy, espera.
We are here with the Nordic Giant and Pretty Boy at the same time. My man's Veggey. You know, I talked to Phenom in a previous interview. Okay. Yeah? And he put me on
Estamos
this
de vuelta.
before. You were the original Moose?
I was the original Moose thinker, like thinking about having the Moose. Because when we're gonna make a team, we were like thinking, I was thinking there's a Norwegian clothing brand called Moons of Norway. And I thought it would be cool if we were just called Moons of Norway. That team never happened though. It was like, yeah. So
Lo
that
que
was
se
like
viene.
playing with
Veggey versus Chinoo. Ken versus Zangief.
0-0 Nation.
Yes.
So, bro, tell me something about you guys.
I think like we're just players, so we don't know the specifics. But, I think that to build a brand, you need to have more than just okay. These guys are playing here now. Let's make it fun to follow them. What's going to happen this time? I feel like that's working really well because after the video of Captain Cup, a lot of people were just coming up just to praise the video because the video was really good. It was really well made and was made in house. So
I remember that clip.
For other like companies and stuff like that, it's just natural to also promote videos in Zero Nation. I think.
Yeah.
So I think it's some of the most fun part of the job. Is that you also get to play, which is great, but you also get to do the other things like the mini acting on video. and I think it's a good way to play.
Last thing I want to ask you about is, of course, even being able to play in Capcom Cup, that had to be like I don't know, like a dream come true. Not just dream come true. I mean, you worked for it, you hustled for it. So, what was that like for you, man, playing in Cup?
I felt like that was such a big thing, and after that, I haven't felt pressure in the tournament the same way since
Veggey.
Cup, obviously, but then managing to not like just have a bad performance, having a decent performance. Yes. Not the best performance, but decent. It's just taking so much pressure off that. You know that ego you fight with yourself all the time.
Yeah. Now
so
you know you've proven it to yourself. That you,
exactly.
Yes.
So now I feel it's a lot more fun to the tournaments. I feel
Oye, pobre Veggey. Él quería la pizza y Phenom se la terminó comiendo.
Now you've done something more than
Qué buen clip es ese.
Then just try to play your best, continue to play your best. Maybe that can help me play better at some point in the future.
Bro, 100%. And honestly, man, that makes me happy as heck to hear that. You were so hyped when you qualified for Cup.
Ahí
And then,
está.
of course, like you said, when you even performed there at Cup, bro. I expect a whole lot more from you in Street Fighter 6 as well. Man's like Veggey, the Nordic Giant. We have more CPT action coming at you right now.
Ok, vamos ahí.
And welcome back to CPT for the Nordic Baltic fused with Eastern European here, calling it CPT Europe North&East. Myself, Jammers and Ringe, continue to call the action here. Hopefully you guys have been enjoying it, learning more about the players as well as understanding more about the game, because the meta for Street Fighter 6 changes each and every waking minute, not day, minute, legit. So it's fun. But how have you been finding the guys so far?
Oh, I mean, it's fantastic. I'm really glad that for the CPT Onlines, we've gotten to include these segments where it's player interviews from the specific regions, right? So I love hearing from Veggey. Obviously, we talked about it. 00 Nation has been doing really cool things on social media and in general for sure. And I remember at last Capcom Cup, me and Logan were arguing about who the most handsome player was there, and Veggey was in the top 2. So, you know, straight up.
Yeah,
Pretty boy and Nordic Giant. I agree.
It's it's just a general rule of thumb. It's the general consensus that Veggey is one of the most handsome guys
He is.
in the world.
And he's he's lucky because he's like a big fella, so he's got the teddy bear aspect to him. You know what I mean? That's why he's the Nordic Giant. He's just such a sweet person.
That's moose thinker.
The pioneer of moose thinking. Veggey. We will give him all credit to that, of course.
He said that to me in person.
Okay.
But let's take a look at the bracket because I know Veggey is still alive here in our top 16. He's looking to get into that top 8 qualification spot. He's actually going to be in our next match up against Chinoo, who looked very strong in his opening match up against Ixion. And then after that, we will follow with RikeMansBarnet against
Versus
Banja
Banja y luego ShadyImpostor Hercule
Hulk
Hulk.
to end the day.
Yeah, those are actually very good matches to close it out there. No double ups here. I think that's one of each. One of 6 different characters here. Going to be great. But let's find out who PopiBlueBeast will be facing amongst these two here. So like we said, Veggey's part of the same team as Phenom, 00 Nation. These guys converse, they talk, they compete in the same brackets. So he's going to have accrued that necessary Ken experience. However, I always say don't get too comfortable with someone's playstyle.
Yes.
Because matchups played a huge part in SF5. Hear me out. This is more of a systematic game where you have to think about drive rush, anything you do is technically not true because of drive parry, there's drive impact, there's extra variables to add to the
Norway.
So it's kind of difficult to really go,
versus
okay,
Sweden.
Here's what I know about the matchup here, this punishes that, X, Y, and Z. So variance. And if you get too comfortable with someone's playstyle, that can really throw you off.
Yeah, and I feel like the system mechanics
Scandinavian match.
enhance like player expression and playing characters different ways. I feel like there's so much more room to distinguish your character from somebody else that plays the same character because of the system mechanics in this game.
Qué calor
and
que
Ken
hace.
for sure is one of those. I feel like there's so many different styles of Ken players. The ones that want to be solid, the ones that want to get in your face, the ones that will abuse Jin
Aquí
right
vamos,
pressure, the
Gif
ones that won't,
versus
the ones that will
Ken.
just throw out a heavy Jin right here and there when they know you're looking for something. So let's see. Chinoo obviously aggressive. We saw that in the first game. Let's see how Veggey kind of handles that.
Well, the thing is, if Veggey can force Chinoo to play some footsies, withstand hard kicks and get a whip punish there, maybe galvanize and do something so he can catch it with an SPD, it can work out for him. But then when Chinoo wants to go aggressive, hyper-aggressive, he will do so. He's already edged into the corner just by walking. This is good. He wouldn't DI here, it's too obvious, but I like how he's just walked without having to necessarily spend any drive gauge to do so. That's an art in and of itself.
Absolutely, and I mean, every single bar of drive meter matters so much to Zangief. So if you
Ok,
get the screen
4
advantage without
p.m.
spinning any of
de
that
allá
huge, and then you can get the
es a las 8.
off the light button.
SPD there, yeah.
Ok, es a las 8. Va a ser la Street Fighter League.
The headbutt, he knew Chinoo was worried about the SPD. Oh, it just pops off with it, no more guessing.
I love Zangief's headbutt in this game. Special cancelable. You can't actually drive reverse it on block. I believe it's +4 or 5 on block as well.
Wow.
It's actually a pretty damn good tool. Sweep the sweep.
Yeah, try to sweep, punish his initial sweep. Didn't catch it in time, so now Chinoo's got a big opening.
Finish.
Protect.
Here we go. Slowing it down once again here. And again, despite these guys playing at a snail's pace, the health's almost tantamount to one another.
Yeah, only 20 seconds left on the clock. What a whip punish from Veggey here. And again, catches him worried about the SPD.
Primer round para Veggey.
This guy is
Come. Look at his body, man.
That aspect about the game. We have to throw him off. And Psycho Larry's going to catch him. I think he's going to do the full conversion. Hell stab. He explodes dynamite. There it is.
Dynamite.
That's 4,000 damage.
Let me get that 40% of your life.
Tavish.
Off rip.
He's in there.
Boy,
Larry
yeah.
again. He can't close the gap. He doesn't
Boy,
do
yeah.
anything.
Oh, and finally the OD uppercut again, Chinoo. I mean, he's either been holding up or he's been OD uppercutting.
Into the machine
oh, wow. I can't believe the rest of the tower combo missed. Don't see that often. Very meter efficient in terms of the drive gauge on that punish counter combo.
That's going to be the round.
Oh, and the game. Veggey of 1-0.
I'm thinking when Chinoo got that punish kind of stand fiercely into low forward, I think he should have converted to level 3. Kind of threatened Veggey's dry gauge a little bit more there. Probably wasn't thinking about it at the time. It's all in the past now.
I think he was more concerned with not going into burnout himself, so like all that brain power got dedicated to not doing a dry rush combo.
Spacing trap with the wheel kick. You gotta be careful. And he's getting too honest with these Shoryukens here.
Yeah.
That's gonna be huge. It's gonna be like 30%. Close the gap. SPD can close this out.
Oh, give me that. You try to jump, you get a little bit too antsy right now, Veggey.
I said the Nordic giant with the Nordic lariat. Let's go.
Straight up.
He's menacing with that space, encroaching.
No joke.
Space here. What a carry.
Yeah, just parries across the top to his head.
Rotating again. My favorite track in the stage in the game.
And look at Veggey, man. Like, he's so ahead on drive meter as well. The pressure just so far on Chinoo's side.
Dude, he's extremely comfortable against Ken. He's showing you complete dominance here. No
oh,
SPD
again.
yet.
Oh, and then the counter hit again. Caught him trying to wake up with buttons. Veggey making every
Lariat
right read on all
Get
this.
ready.
Oh, let me get that.
Winged out
That
next.
hammer. Yeah, okay.
2-0 to Veggey.
There you go. And obviously, again, as a big body player, you have to know when the guys are trying to snuff out the SPD. And do you know what? I have been saying this in this game. You might have to let guys just let SPD rock with the way the system functions. Because remember, it's not just light lariat. It's light drive rush, light medium.
Veggey fue a enfrentarse a Poppy mañana en top 8 losers. Ahora viene Banja versus RikeMansBarnet.
And because everyone's still in the mindset of holding up at typical scenarios, it just makes it easier for these guys to send to the corner and make it 10 times easier. But phenomenal play there by Veggey. Good stuff.
And another thing about Veggey is that he's got so much experience on the grappler characters, on Zangief at this point, that he hunts down and he's able to tell when a player is just going to completely commit to the up back or a wake up button, right? He like never even tried to
and
go
now
for any
it's
SPDs
Blanka
on Chino's
versus
wake up
Juri.
because he
Who
recognized
gonna go?
that it wasn't going to work. He was always interested in waking up with an OD reversal or waking up with backdashes and jumps, and he just stuffed that again.
Iré por Ricardo
Blanka.
Blanka.
Who's next?
No. Por RikeMansBarnet.
That will be Veggey booking his spot in the top 8 tomorrow. Going up against PopiBlueBeast. So job well done here for the players from 0-0 Nation. Yeah, no, actually, no. Tell a lie. If we're talking in SFL aspects, there's still one more player from 0-0 Nation in this region to qualify. Then it will be job well done.
Ahora viene RikeMansBarnet versus Banja.
We will be setting up our next match here with RikeMansBarnet going up against Banja. Banja had a great performance there against KingFunk.
Con su Ricardo Blanka. Blanka versus Juri. Norway versus Sweden ahora.
You do see this matchup, but you have to go looking for it. In tournament play, again, because we see less of Blanka and it's more in the hands of specialist players, or have some as a pocket, like, you know, Menardi, Problem X, shouts to Nishkin still playing the Blanka as well. Yes, sir. You don't really see him as often. I'm curious to see how RikeMan will handle the way Banja likes to do, you know,
The Blanka matchup.
general, and then do the really delayed air Blanka.
El Ricardo Blanka matchup.
Maybe you just might throw out an EX Fuha just to counter that in place. He doesn't move. Because sometimes I feel you've got to throw out an EX Fireball for the block stun and the knockback in general, just to give yourself a little bit of breathing room to gain momentum. So it'll be interesting.
And I'm wondering, if he does throw out the fireballs and whatnot, I wonder if Banja, like, if he recognizes it's not an OD fireball and it's pretty far away, if he just takes that moment to throw out a plushie himself, right? He's like, I'm going to react, just get the plushie on screen. This is a moment where I don't have to worry about Juri drive rushing across the screen in my face, right? So, yeah, I'm definitely interested how both sides play this one. As you mentioned, I don't think we've really seen it at super high level recently. I feel like we had, like, Nephew versus Mena at CEO Grand Finals, but that was when the game was brand new. So
Aquí vamos, Blanka versus Juri.
Matchup recently, so let's see how it plays out.
There you go already, Air Blanka boy, so he's not dealing with that, and he tried
Uy, quería hacerle la trampita del agarrón.
And already, I like that, see? So he's doing stand hard punch. I'm not sure if he's doing that for the Air Blanka ball, or he preemptively done that anyway.
Yeah, but it's one of those things, right, where when you have a typical button that you like to press, when it also thwarts an opponent's option just naturally, that's a big thing.
100%. Finishing some drive gauge there, trying to do the hop.
Ahí está.
Oh, and again, just spacing out the
A la pared, muerto.
Banja. He's trying to rely on that a little bit too much right now.
As soon as he gets knocked down.
Oh, yeah, you called it before in the
No lo
first set.
mata.
RikeMansBarnet loves looking for that overhead reset. Banja ready for it here.
Nice frame trap there with the back. With confidence right here. No cross cut there from RikeMan. To be fair, cross cuts are annoyingly difficult in this game.
Yeah.
Ay, a la pared. Ay, no.
Sets up a plushie soon, I think. Or is he just going to
At the end of this? Yeah, at the end of this.
Oh,
no! Wake up,
Lo mata.
Oh, insult to injury.
Ricardo Blanka.
Good stuff there. I think he was definitely trying to stuff that out. And get this right, EX Blankable actually takes off a bar of the opponent's rifle, like the heavy one. You just get more mileage when you're spending more. The push is still there.
He's coming, bro.
Yep. The whole time.
Side anti-air from RikeMan this time.
Lightning Beast is completely dissipated.
And yeah, again, right, he puts out the fireball. He's like, oh, you gonna put out the fireball? I'll let the Blanka Chan do work. Baits out the DP again. Oh, man, that's gonna hurt.
That's 2 for 2 now, really. Could go for a third one here.
Oh,
almost.
Recovers in time to not pay for it. Oh, and then a light Blanka ball into the immediate light kick. Burns himself out in the process here. That's surrendering a big advantage. He had the corner. He could have thrown it with driving back, but in air-to-air.
And he saw that coming as well.
Are we going to CA it up? Yes,
Tiene que gastar sí o sí el level 3, Ricky, ahí.
Now, I think by the end of this, he'll have his drive gauge back, and he'll be in a nice position here. Is it enough to do a DI? I don't think so.
Oh, he just off-scored! Are you kidding me?
Gorilla
He's got a
walking.
good range to do DI there as well, but he had other plans.
Indeed.
Chase him down before he can do the air blankable.
Oh, and then he recovers his
Gorilla walking.
No more threat.
No.
Live by it, die
Se
by
mató
it.
solo.
Right into the waiting
Final
line.
round del primer set. ¿Será RikeMansBarnet o Banja que abrirá el marcador?
Has been absolutely marvelous here from Banja.
Oh, I love that. That's what we talked about before, too. That drive rush stand. Catches a lot of drive rush checkpoints.
All right, Lightning Beast is going to convert into a full combo here.
You ain't going nowhere.
Rush is coming. Is he going to reverse or leave it? That was that was very audacious.
Good block on the cross-up. Caught him parrying with the Lightning Beast.
Now you trying to hold up. That's the round. That's it.
Yeah, boy, that's the game as well. Banja of 1-0.
Oh, I get that perfect there.
The Lightning Beast. Ooh, what a super, bro.
And again, our special snowflake here is showing us a different way or different steps how to use it. And this is what we were talking about before, right? Yeah. Are you just going to let him arbitrarily summon the plushies? Nice conversion with the punish counter round.
7 frames starter, 9 active frames on the stand rounders.
The conversion there. I think he didn't have his charge in time for the blankable. Get away there. Plushie.
Oh yeah, just get stuffed right there.
Well, you actually might see Blanka get rid of all the plushies only because. Reset!
Oh, you called it, bro. He loves resetting the scaling so quick.
Still there. He's not going to do drive reversal. Try to hold up.
You saw him. He let the drive rush rock a little bit extra time to blow up the fuzzy timing for Banja. Well done. No free defensive options here.
Plushie again. He just pops them out.
In the neutral, bro.
And then we said at the fireball coming out in response to that.
Like, I'm an expert claw player, bro. I can go get these anytime I want.
Fireball just to keep him caged in the corner here, and a reversal again. All right, gonna burn himself out. I like it. I burned myself out my own volition. You're joining me.
Great day, bro. Both players burnt out.
There you go. Pressure being applied here. He's about to build his level 3 as well, but Feng Shui, if he gets the combo right, he should close it out. He should close it out. And there you have it.
RikeMansBarnet responding with 2 rounds straight to tie it up.
And roundhouse from the chain, from the Feng Shui, making it one apiece here. And that's all to play for.
Oh, and look at how much time he had to still punish the recovery. Now you got caught reaching. Banja, don't let this get out of control, bro. Now he's trying to jump.
Nice drive rush low. Delay Blanka ball there.
He wanted to walk out, I think, to make it whiff, but didn't get far enough. We're still in control, though.
Level 1. Oh, I thought he was going to do level 1 there, but the throw is going to close it out. Not necessarily perfect. We might as well call it the ghetto perfect here. Shoes on the other foot. RikeMansBarnet took his place in the top 8 there.
Oof.
Both players staring it down, and Banja knows his back's against the wall right here. He's not. Oh, trying to get too aggressive, and the drivers in the hop back with a bait.
Qué baiteo le hizo Banja a RikeMansBarnet. Uy, se salvó de la pared.
It's still fine though.
Oh, and that's actually not good enough. I can't believe it didn't hit the wall.
Didn't try again.
Oh my God.
Back throw.
Go into the well until it's dry.
Oh, this guy's brilliant. Here comes the black. Yeah, that's the electric version, or sorry, the EX version.
Muerto. Final round del match entre RikeMansBarnet y Banja para ver quién clasifica al top 8 loser side. ¿Será Banja o será RikeMansBarnet?
Oh God!
Punish counter, drive rush in. Yeah, he could have drive rush and got the.
Yeah.
Rawr.
Yeah, Lightning be so good. Set up another Blanka chain, tries to cross him up, but he's able to react in time and then throws the parry attack. 20%.
Lo mata, la mata, lo mata, la mata, la mata. La mata con level 1. ¿Qué? ¡No! El pixel.
Just waiting it here, being patient. RikeMan wants to use that level 3, but not yet.
This Blanka's burned out crouch stance, such savagery, bro. Knuckles on the ground. Literally dragging his knuckles.
Oh, hang on a minute. There's a punish counter. No level 3 yet. He's playing
with
that.
Oh,
no! Backthrow lo mató. Banja elimina a RikeMansBarnet 2-1.
Just a little bit longer again. He blew up his defensive timing again. Tried to reset it to the drive impact, but Banja ready to toss it in the trash.
Así que Banja se clasifica al top 8 loser side, eliminando a RikeMansBarnet del torneo.
But he had other ideas, so I think he thought a reset was coming. But that throw that came out at the very last minute there from Banja, I think he was already locked into that decision.
Yeah, same.
He's already locked into that decision. But I love the back and forth here. These guys are showing you things that they like to do as players. I like how RikeMansBarnet uses reversal to interrupt strings and wake up all the time. But like I said, just to regurgitate.
Perfect.
How Banja was using Blanka's
no fit.
in general. Corner, mid-screen, on wake up.
Yeah, bro. Like,
vamos ahora con el último match para decidir quién enfrentará a Banja mañana en el top 8. Entre ShadyImpostor.
And that's what his opponent talked about going up against him in the first round, right? He's like, every Blanka is a special snowflake. This character's got so many interesting tools and ones that people don't utilize a lot, right? Because they're pretty risky. But if you can find ways to implement them
entre Banja y Hercules Hulk. Hercules Hulk. Que lo más probable lo va a ganar ShadyImpostor contra Hercules Hulk. Bueno.
Now we got to determine for our very last set of the day who will be going up against Banja between ShadyImpostor and Hercules Hulk here. DJ Honda. I did say when I saw this on the bracket determined, I was like, tall order. This could be a Herculean task.
You looked way too pleased with yourself. I want you to know. The camera wasn't on us, but I got y'all viewers at home. But Jammers, he was smelling his own aroma with that one. I tell you what.
Bueno.
He liked that one a lot. Let me tell you what.
I mean, it is a word.
No, it was good though. Yeah, Herculean is not one that we get to use often. So the fact that you used it properly with the context of the person's name.
Bueno.
Thank you.
I applaud you.
I've got to give my props every now and then. I'm the guy who gives himself his own medal, by the way. I'm a player.
Hear that meme? You got it right behind. Thank you, Jammers. You're welcome, Jammers.
You can't do this stuff, you know? Go reward yourself sometimes. Anyway, it's going to be DJ versus Honda. My biggest problem
DJ
is
or Honda.
the heavy air slasher against headbutts. I'm not sure if EX headbutt actually goes through heavy air slasher. I need to double check that because obviously it's one hit armor. Of course, as well, the drive rush checks, because we've been talking about drive rush check as just part of the meta now. People are coming up with amazing answers. Like DJ. DJ will drive rush and then do a sway to the funky slicer to stop your check.
And ShadyImpostor, he was constantly doing the funky slicers, the sways. He wanted it all, right? And you can see already representing it here. I want to see if he starts to take the sky, do the sharp knee, if he's going to do a stand fierce. Stand fierce should be pretty good against that. But, yeah, let's get it popping.
Drive reversal. Done that a bit late. That could have been blocked. Usually when you do drive rush cancels, you should hold down back because you can go into a crouching attack or whatnot anyway. But
see, ShadyImpostor, he wouldn't drive rush soul bot from that far away, having confidence that Hercules was going to check, which he did.
Goes low with the forward HK there, and a weird punish with the stand fierce. Going to go into the Teppo slaps. Taking straight to the corner, but misses the second drive rush cancel there.
Maxima, Yahoo!
Some damage left on the table here. ShadyImpostor going to try to get his way back into this with air slashers. See if he eats a couple of projectiles. There's a sharp knee. Actually responds to it with the only headbutt instead of the stand fierce.
Primer round para Hercules Hulk.
I'm not sure if DJ's got an answer because the pushback on the headbutt, the headbutt's actually pretty far. I'm not sure. Maybe DJ's going to sweep. Because it connects to the tip anyway. It's negative 8, so he's fine. Speaking of sweeps.
It'll definitely at least catch him trying to jump if he does it afterwards, right?
Hey.
Some type of other option.
Still waiting, +2, and I think he's trying to bait something. And see a jackknife maximum, and that is such a late cancel there with the funky slicer. He's going to not build level 3. I was going to drive rush cancel to get level 3, but
what again, the down charge ready for these butt slams.
No. Lo mata. Final round del primer set. ¿Será ShadyImpostor o Hercules Hulk que abrirá el marcador?
Bro, that butt slam beats a whole lot of anti-airs. Like, if you don't time them correctly,
So
right? So
spirit.
these jackknives just being it clean each time, something to note.
Target combo, the one that ShadyImpostor likes to use a lot. He might start implementing more. I think you should maximize all of this. I think you should do the whole thing.
It's
No, reset.
He did the Dave Chappelle on both of us. He did.
He did the Dave Chappelle. And he's gonna close it out there. It's not a double perfect, but we might as well say it's as good as any. He did
The
that
reset.
intentional reset into the waning moon, got the full conversion into the
The
level.
reset.
That was cold-blooded.
Could have fooled me, mate. You did.
Oh, yeah, exactly. We both got
Dos gol.
by that one, to say the least.
Maximum,
There's
Yahoo!
great momentum there. Hopefully Hulk does not get deterred by that, but he's taking a lot of health damage in the process here, Ringe.
He is indeed. Got caught reaching on the last one. Drive rush. He finds the timing there, but some damage left.
Oh, he
Ocho
shot
to make up
throw.
for it.
Wow, man didn't wake up. So wait, he's doing the Ixion, the double.
Let me get it.
Dos gol.
Rushing with the sweep. That was -4. I think that might be a 5 frame jab, actually. I could be wrong. Could be wrong about the whole
Dos
scenario.
gol.
We shall see. Either way, we'll get our research together in the future. That headbutt barely connects.
Hey.
Wow.
Wow.
Opportunity.
Slasha, slasha.
He forced him to jump. And tried to do the sumo splash.
Autumn trying to do something right there. The long legs.
Oh, he should have committed to the background.
Dos gol.
Usually when I see that,
No.
right rush into light, it's a very good
What's up
set
this?
ticker anyway. You're spending less bar to set up a ticker. So if you
Hey.
commit to the background, how's they got the conversion? A different scenario outcome entirely.
Oh, and you love the sweep trades if you're a DJ. And that hard knock down the opponent, and this time just raw hitting. Oh, they're both slugging it out right there. Shady, though, can't quite find the rhythm he wants. Hercules gets himself out of the corner here, tried to bait out something on the drive rush.
Senti have the jackknife maximum again. Gonna drive rush in and close the gap. Here it is. Oh, he's done. He might have to do level 2.
Lo mata,
He might have to do
lo
level
mata.
2, though. No, level 1.
You've been reaching too
¿Qué?
much, brother. Puts him on the pixel, but the burnout afterwards. Just send it.
Y lo mata. ShadyImpostor elimina. Ah, no, no lo eliminó.
Win, but I
Final
did.
round.
Yeah, exactly.
Pensé que se había acabado, pero no.
Oh, the sumo spirit at 99 seconds.
Right, pressure there. It's
Dos
the headbutt
goals.
conversion, set to the corner, not having any of it with the extra.
Maximum,
Pops out the
Yahoo!
air slashes again.
And Hercules, he had just tried to bait something
Dos
out of the drive rush, right? So I
goals.
like Shady's bet this time. Figured that he would commit to it. Conversion
The whole
off
thing,
of
do
the
the whole
sumo
thing, do
spirit.
the whole thing. Yep.
Oh, you
Come
dead,
on.
fam! Off of that, that is the power of having the sumo spirit installed.
Man said it's the sumo.
¿Lo mata? ¡Lo mata!
Oh, Hercules
1-1.
Man said the power of sumo lives on.
For real.
The spirit.
Don't get it twisted.
Well, this is the thing, right? You always gotta be careful because you're basically one combo, one sequence away from losing. Even if you didn't play badly.
Yeah,
Even
exactly.
if you didn't play, you could still lose while playing amazing.
And I'm wondering if that kind of encourages ShadyImpostor to be aggressive at round start now, so Hercules just doesn't get a free sumo spirit at 99 seconds. Double up on the headbutts, though. He's making some brave choices.
I'm gonna double down. He's definitely doing it. In and out. Funky slicer too far. He could have got a jackknife maximum, but he wasn't charging. And that's a difficult conversion to get from spatial awareness.
Oh, he loves it, bro. He loves it.
Honda
This time
emote.
the overhead doesn't get parried for it.
Lo
Headbutt
mata.
Again, thwarting Shady's attempt, and he keeps trying to take his
Match
turn, but he
point
is not
para
allowed to do
Hercules
so.
Hulk.
ShadyImpostor might be leaving the tournament. Who knows? Hercules Hulk put in a fantastic performance here, Ringe.
Absolutely, man. Really coming out, making you deal with this Honda. Oh, he gets caught reaching again, though. That's
No.
special.
Missed his light kick. Unfortunately, their anti from the air slash of fate.
Oh, nice jump back there, dodging the headbutt this time. Get that corner carry going.
Hey,
Tosses him in case he wakes up with the OD headbutt. That'll work against it.
Bait. That third throw to work.
No.
But he got it nice and delayed, and it looks like you can do that relatively last minute so that DJ will autocorrect.
Final round. ¿Quién pasará al top 8 losers para enfrentarse a Banja mañana? ¿Será Hercules Hulk o ShadyImpostor? Dos goals.
Oh, and he got caught trying to move after the crouch pierce again. That's mad damage to E for it.
Maximum, Yahoo!
I wonder if the EX Jackknife Max is going to get ShadyImpostor in trouble.
Maximum Yahoo!
Very scary. No responses though. These headbutts have gone unchecked.
One combo will do it. One hit will do it.
I thought you were gonna Oicho.
That's punishable. Yeah, it's punishable.
Level 3.
Can't do that there. So he's going to do Weekend Festival, and he's going to get a lot of dry gauge momentum here from this.
Boom.
Drive rush bait could do something.
Oh, that's exactly what he tried to do. Hercules didn't fall for it here. Tries to drive the kids, so immediately checks that with the up kicks.
He's still got level 2.
Oh, again, these head punches are not checked. ShadyImpostor burns himself out, but he's in burnout. You were 2+, dog.
¡Lo mata!
Eliminado, Hercules out with the command grab.
This is it. What happens when you're drunk on
Hercules Hall.
You come to your own before.
Suffering from success right there, bro. I am 2+ for this
Blanka.
It happens, man, and this is why, again, at the speed
Bueno.
and pace of this game, you do forget sometimes, because for the vast majority of the matches,
Blanka.
you're doing regular scenarios that you're comfortable with in terms of the frame data.
Así que va a ser Blanka versus DJ. No, Blanka versus Onda.
It's still muscle memory. Exactly. Oh, wait, an extra like 4 frames advantage here. And remember, we spoke about this before. Accidental throws are a huge thing in this game now.
Huge, man. And that's the thing, right? Is that in the moment, all of these players know these throws don't work off of those situations, right? But in the heat of the moment, when you're thinking about all of the things that have happened in the match, all of that context, and you have to make these heated choices in split seconds, some things just slip through the cracks and you end up going for an option that doesn't work out. The damage on this combo, though, was ridiculous.
Dude, I actually kind of love his, enhanced or magnified 100-hand slap extension combos.
Yeah.
I like the animation to it, and then there's like, level 3's coming, so you're just in so much trouble
There was, bro.
There you have it. But yeah, the back and forth, the rally adaptation between these two guys and what they were doing.
Y ahí está, ahí ha quedado armado el top 8 para mañana. PopiBlueBeast contra Veggey y Banja contra Hercules Hulk.
How about that? Did you guys expect that in a top 8?
Yeah, for real. That's going to be a barn burner, bro. I know a lot of people were like, Blanka is like the graduation version of Honda, right? Like, where like a lot of people that wanted to kind of abuse the early Honda shenanigans.
Lo que se viene.
You should look into Blanka. So that's going to be a fun one, 100%. But again, this CPT online for Europe North&East is not the only Capcom Pro Tour online premiere we got going on. We have a bunch of regional online events that you could sign up for right now, including the next one being Europe West. So again, if you're in that region, I implore you, visit Capcom.
Pero antes va a venir el offline de París.
All signed up. It's already open to do so. Just get that handled. Set the alarm for when the tournament's gonna be going down to make sure you do not miss it. This is one of the only chances you get to qualify for Capcom Cup. So you got to go to one of 3 offline premieres, 2 already in the book. There's only 1 left. So it's your online premiere as well as
que va a ser la siguiente semana, el offline de Francia.
The offline premiere for France coming up in just a week's time, November 3rd through the 5th. It's going to be so sick.
Yes, I should be down there, which is going to be a good time offline in France there, enjoying the action. And again, Singapore offline was so brilliant. It was stupendous to see, and I'm hoping offline CPT for France can kind of live up to the hype that Singapore did. We want to keep that momentum going.
I have no doubt that it will, man. France in general is one of the best countries to visit for fighting game tournaments. The French people are so enthusiastic, and the energy is out of control. So I know that tournament.
Be ready.
Yes, keep an eye out for that here. And this is what the tournament schedule is looking like in general. Like you said, France CPT is happening a week from now. After that, we'll be following on, preparing for the Western European CPT. And of course, on November 18th, mark down your calendars there, because that's the Middle Eastern region. And we were there for Gamers 8. And some of the players that we were talking to, and the Arabic talent, shouts to the whole Arabic community.
Yeah, it was really
They
sick.
have some amazing guys. They're exuberant guys. We love that.
Yeah.
But they have got quite a bunch
absolutely.
of characters when it comes to playing fighting games. So do keep an eye out for that there as well. And of course, like we said, there's various ways to qualify for the CPT. You also have the World Warrior. As we talk about the players signing up for West, the players have actually gone through, I believe they've gone through 4 of their 5 ranking events for the leaderboards here. But then again, to kind of throw a spanner in the works, that ripple in the waves, that's where the Premier comes in. But hey,
ok, cuando hagan el corte comercial terminamos.
to book your place to the regional finals. There is different ruling to the regional finals this year, by the way. If you make the top 8, the top 4 are in the winner's side of the bracket, and
Así
the
que ya
bottom
vuelvo.
4 in the loser's side. There's a different change, a very big change in the World Warrior, but there's over 26 different regions there, so which means we'll get a totality of 26 regional champions, and they'll all put themselves in contention with a grand prize of $1 million here for first place at the CPT finals.
Yeah, I believe Fudo just won the World Warrior 4 event in
Number
Japan.
5. So he's
Oh,
got
was it-
2.
was it
He's got-
5?
yeah, he's got 2 now.
Oh, okay, okay.
So
okay.
I think their ranking is done.
Well, there you go, Fudo in the building with the DJ. Yeah, but be sure to tune into all the World Warrior events going on around the world. Some of the best tournaments you're gonna find for Street Fighter 6 are in those World Warrior streams. But today we have finished our matches. Top 16 is over. We've accomplished our top 8. But to really get in the mood to recap it, I'm gonna need some Chipotle. You feel me? So we'll be right back with the Chipotle Unwrapped segment. We're gonna have our snacks. We're gonna have our eats going. Don't go anywhere.
You're really making all of this by hand.
Oh yeah, the avocados are hand mashed, the chips are hand tossed, and everything is made fresh.
You make it fresh every day.
Yes, every day. The Chipotle way is we make it fresh every day.
Sounds delicious.
Objection!
Ok, hemos terminado. Ok, gente, hemos terminado por hoy con el evento del CPT Top 16 Europe North&East. Así que ahora nos veríamos mañana con la transmisión. Momento que cargue esto. Ahora nos veríamos mañana con la transmisión del CPT Europe North&East Top 8 para ver de quién de los 8 jugadores que han llegado a este evento, quién se clasifica para la Capcom Cup. Que tenemos a Phenom, a Lord Venom, a Juicy Joe, a Myrken, a PopiBlueBeast, a Veggey, a Banja y a Hercules Hulk. ¿Quién de ellos 8 se llevará la clasificación a la Capcom Cup? Porque después de eso, la única forma para que el resto pueda clasificar o uno de ellos clasifique será por medio del World Warrior o por medio del offline de Francia. Pero el tema de ese offline es que va a estar chungo porque los mejores jugadores del mundo, especialmente los de Japón, que son unas completas bestias, unos completos dioses y asesinos, van a estar ahí. Por lo que ahí ese offline va a ser mortal. Porque los mejores de Japón van a estar ahí. Pero en fin, gente, hasta acá llega el directo de hoy, tanto a la gente que me está viendo en Twitch como la de YouTube. Y ahora nos veríamos mañana, o si no, en el canal secundario viendo los capítulos 1 a 4 de la segunda temporada de Spy X Family, que no he podido verlo por temas de tiempo. Pero en fin, gente, saludito a todos y nos vemos.